Hey guys, Pos here, and today we are live and in colour with the Abu Dhabi Saturday League finale. We are here, of course, today, and I'm going to check the weather because I've made a bit of a forfeit if I don't, if it rains. Oh, bit cloudy around Abu Dhabi because that happens very often. We're here, guys. We have made the final race of the Esports Racing Saturday Championship. It is myself doing a solo commentary with a very bad belly, so you guys are going to probably hear a few silent patches, but other than that we're going to be in for a pretty good, epic, end of season little shindig right now. So basically we have a 12 car grid, which is pretty good, so we've got an awesome turnout today. Ben is of course first car out on track, why the hell not? But here we go then, we are rolling. Here we are going to be rolling live now as Ben comes out to do the first lap of the finale in Q1. Let's have a little look here. Ben, of course, is in a mean championship fight today with Beer, of course. 16 points ahead with only this race to go. So, going to be exciting, as I will say. If you can hear any echoes, it's just me going global on the laptop, and then we're going to shut this down. Yep, okay, error, getting code, whatever. Right, okay then, so we are now live. I'll put this on a bit more of a mute side of things. There we go. Turn that right down. Yeah, we are live. So 12 car grid today here, guys. We have then, in a nutshell, we've got Penguin making his return in the Red Bull, I believe. Yes, he's in the Red Bull. Yes, he is. And I pressed B by accident. So please make sure as well, guys, while you're watching this, to please click on the like, share and subscribe button for this particular channel of Esports Racing. This isn't about me, this is about the league, of course. So, Penguin in the Red Bull, we've got Kyo in the Ferrari making, well, he had a great race in Brazil, with the win, of course. Wayne Hammer in the Haas, Swizz in the Macca. Also, as well, we have Ben, who is our championship leader. As Jeff whispers sweet nothings into my ear. I really don't know why he's speaking into my ear and not the TV, but we'll move on. Probably best you guys don't hear him. So we've got Ben in the Haas, Mellish making a return in the McLaren, Beer, who is Ben's only championship rival, of course, in the Toro Rosso. Mr. Consistency this year, basically just needs a race win to kind of cap off a pretty good year. Jan in the second Red Bull. We have both Red Bulls racing today, and both Toro Rossos, of course, with Shag, Grim the Williams, and the two manners of Kai and Forrester rounding off the grid. So we're going to get on board here with Ben. He goes through and sets a 118.5, well, this isn't kick-ass pace, an 18.575 in the first sector. Remember, of course, we are live in high definition today. We're going to do it, I reckon. We are streaming in high def, and if we're not, I just lied to you. Why not? So Penguin and Swizz just goes a little bit quicker than Ben. I think this is a race that, simply put, Ben just has to kind of win. Show his kind of entrance into the dangerous sausage curbs of Sector 2 in Abu Dhabi. Of course, the middle of Sector 2 and the beginning of Sector 3 are where races, positions, time, won and lost. Unfortunately, my commentary partner in crime, Entity Silver, is not available today. He currently has, he's with the fam. So we are going to basically handle this by myself until one of them blows up. Hopefully they don't, but if they do, I'm not lonely anymore. Oh, Ben runs very wide there, not the cleanest of laps. We'll have a look at CO. So Ben did a 42.7. Swizz is going quicker than Ben at the moment. We know Ben's had a bit of a scrappy one. But we are now basically, guys, here for the championship battle. It is 147 points Beer has to Ben's 163. So this is where the kind of... it's where it kind of gets drawn the line, doesn't it? The battle lines are going to be drawn here today. Ben keeps it very clean out of the last corner and instantly puts it in the 41s. Well, hello guys, here we go. Good lap to start us off. So that is pretty good. We then have Swizz going round. Oh, 42-2. Penguin is the next car out. And we're going to follow, I believe it's Penguin next, and then Beer. Forgive me if I do go quiet, guys. Bit of fun morning, and that's all I'm saying. Those of you who know me will know what's going on. So Penguin crosses the line and puts it in a 40.1. Jeez Louise, already in the 40s. Crying out Muppet. So here we go, here comes Beer. See what Beer can do. He is, of course, battling with Ben. Minimum second position for Beer today, a 42.7. Half a second off third position at the moment is Beer. Shag is teammate. Of course, there's his own little private battle, of course, today, Design Mustafa. And we will just load up everything now. Right, we are then. Let's have a little look on board with Shag, as we are on his car now. Coming around Sector 3. Nicely taking these corners. It's been a pretty interesting one so far today. So, going around there. Huge lap by Jay there. Penguin, of course. Massive, massive lap by him so far. Give me one moment. I'm just going to find the table. Here we go. As Mustafa Shag comes round. And just behind his teammate at 1 minute 42.8. And Jan had the fastest first sector. Jan really has improved. I would say, other than the occasional explosion, he has been possibly one of the most improved drivers in terms of pace-wise, Jan. Gone from kind of lower mid-pack to really scrapping out for top 4, top 5 every single race. It's really helped him out here. And he's done really well to kind of pull through. Obviously, he is sporting a 10-second penalty today, as is Swizz. Swizz leaving the session. Jan for having a bit of a coming together with Grim, should we say. And he goes second position, Jan. So 1 minute 41, 125. He is nearly a second behind Penguin, but Penguin is away. Of course, as we know, he is completely away and gone here. Let me have a little look. Here we go, guys. So the table as it stands at the moment, as we will go on board with the race winner from Brazil. I'm the Keo, I believe. Let me have a look. Yep, it's Keo. So, in a nutshell, guys, here we are then. Ben has 163 points. Beer has 147, as we said. It is a second place that Beer needs, otherwise the championship is over. We have Keo only 11 points behind Beer, funnily enough, and Forrest 5 points behind Keo, 136 to 131. So it's very interesting here in terms of if Beer doesn't get a high finish, he may even slip down to as low as 4th position here. Wayne Hammer is pretty much secure, barring Shag getting a second place and him not scoring. In, I believe, where is he? He will be in 5th position. Been a good season for Wayne, of course. Bit unlucky. We haven't actually seen Wayne here. Let's have a look. I believe someone has just retired. I will just have to double check here, guys. Forgive me, I'm doing all duties so far. Give me a minute. And it's Kai. And this is a bit of an issue because I can't actually bring him back in. As I'm in party by myself, I actually can't bring Kai back in. If I press the middle button, the stream ends. So, give me one moment, guys. I will have to do this really quickly. Oh, Jeff, does anybody really care about the centre of mass movement? Holy moly. Give me a minute. I will need to... Okay, I need to make sure of this. Right, so Kai has left the session. We need somebody to bring him back in, potentially. But obviously this is his one, doggies. Give me one moment. We are now on board with Grim, of course. Stop the stream. So Grim keeping it nice and calm. Let's have a little look at the camera angles here. Good camera angles for Abu Dhabi going towards the start of Sector 3. Good, that's me, bad belly and sneezes. Right, here we go then. So we currently then have Grim going through Sector 3. 18.3. Grim is looking pretty promising here. Must be said, a bit of a slow Sector 2. Obviously Grim's inconsistencies during the practice sessions, we're going through them curbs. So in a nutshell, if you can nail them, we know Grim's going to be really high up there today. But if he doesn't, of course, it'll be mid-table obscurity for the Grim Dog. Right. Comes across the line. This is looking like a 140, you know. It's a 1 minute 40.9. 2 minute 140s in Q1 alone. Q1 alone. Wow, Jesus. So let's go on board with Hammer. Very clean, very consistent driver is Wayne. More bad luck, really, has stopped him being in this championship hunt, and of course his misfortunate decision, or unfortunate misfortune, what the fuck am I about? Sorry, I swore within 9 minutes, that's probably the best one so far. His unfortunate decision to stay out on the intermediate tyres, or the dry tyres during an intermediate session in Azerbaijan, Baku, which really hindered him a little bit. 18.5 and a 42.6. It's kind of around about the beer and shag pace at the moment, so looking at around about 6th position on in the provisional Q1 grid. So just as we stand, we need somebody to bring Kai back in. Hopefully we can. Right then, let's have a look then. So we got Mellish, Kai and Forrester, of course, who haven't done lap times yet. Wayne comes around to complete his lap. It's looking like a mid 1 minute 42, which it is, a 1 minute 42.6, just behind Shag. And posts up the 9th best time of today's Q1. Early running order then, guys, is Penguin in first with a 1 minute 40.196, an absolutely lightning quick lap, which nobody's got near yet. Then we currently have Grim, Jan, Keo, Ben, of course, who is, if this was to end now, that would be championship. Swizz is rival Beer in 7th, Shag and Wayne with Mellish, Kai and Forrester yet to go round. As Jeff lets me know in my ear that I am gonna have no rain in this race, and we're in the fucking desert, so I hope we don't. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? So we'll just basically go on board once again with Beer. Oh, that's the wrong button. See if he can improve potentially. Be interesting there, Venoms, to be fair, man. Welcome to the stream, buddy. So, Beer pits in. Swizz is, yeah, Swizz might be out of fuel a little bit. So, yep, we have Keo, or is Swizz on an out lap? Yeah, he's on an out lap, so if he might be out of fuel. Speaking of out of fuel, let's go on board with Keo. Well, these guys are doing an exceptional job of showing me how to pull into the pit lane. This is a good tip for Tuesday. Oh my god, and Mellish just went flying. Good god. This is the same Mellish who got disqualified for driving the wrong way around the track in Austin, Texas. We will let you go back and watch that, viewers. It wasn't really good. Bit embarrassing, really. Right, okay then. Let me have a look here. Running through Mellish. It's looking. We need to. I'm going to watch him here today. He's had a few issues in the league so far, a couple of misdemeanors, but he's put in quite a lot of practice for this today. So hopefully he's going to have a really, really nice clean race. And yeah, just to let you guys know again, it's 16-point gap at the top. Beer has to come second, or we are crowning our inaugural Saturday champion to sit alongside moi as Tuesday champion. So, yep, we're pretty good. Have 2 champions crowned. It's unfortunate that we couldn't get this done for Abu Dhabi, but, you know. Here we go. Mellish is really struggling, isn't he, it seems. Hopefully that is Kai back into session. We'll double check. Mellish is looking very cautious on this lap, isn't he? Well, you got to do a lap, man. What is he doing? God, the guy makes me laugh. Right, okay, so Mellish with a bit of an entertaining lap. We'll be having words with that. We obviously have to complete 1 regulated lap every session, but we'll deal with that later. So once again, guys, no one's really improved much. We have, I thought Beer has a little bit, got it by a 10th. So yeah, looking pretty stagnant at the moment. Forrester going out pretty late into the session. Let me just have a look and see if Kai is back. He is back! That's good stuff. Cheers, guys, for getting him back in. The 1 doggy chance for Kai has been activated. So, good luck off the grid. Well, interesting, Venoms, that you say it'll be yours. I'm also competing in it, so I'll love to be racing alongside you, my man. So this, of course, guys, is Positively Glad's last commentary, and it's fitting. I'm doing it all by myself for 2 hours and 50 minutes, so I hope I don't pee you off enough to turn over channel. Big football match tonight, Champions League. So that'll be what I'm doing tonight, basically. As we have a look at Forrester, who, to be fair, Forrester will probably consider himself disappointed, I'd say, for the fact that he's not kind of in this championship scrap, because he's been in there kind of on and off all season. But, you know, to kind of put himself in the position now where if I reload said table or tably back up, if it works, obviously it doesn't, but we'll get that back up in a minute and we'll just leave it on the screen, of course. But yes, it would be fitting if Forrester would have possibly got the championship, being our first ever race winner, but of course that's not what, you know, it's not one of them, is it? You know what I mean? But here we go. Forrester going around to complete his flying lap on the ultra soft tyres, just to really see where he fits in. I would simply say there is Venoms, I'll smash you off, mate. You probably will. So yeah, we'll move on from that. So Forrester goes around turn 1, very, very smooth there, running a little bit to the apex on the right hand side, which you need to do. Just missing the apex there on 2, running it beautifully on 3. You've got to make sure you don't catch too much curb, or you'll get sent over and on a flying lesson around turn 3 and 4. Going straight down into there, we'll go on board with his car now, Forrester, as he goes through the chicane at 5 and 6, going into the hairpin at 7, and now down one of the longest straights in the F1 calendar, of course. And looking at the back wheel of Forrester, with such a fantastic straight, it's just what we need. So we skip off his car, get a much better camera angle, and look at that, right down. You know, when you're playing the game, you don't really see the gradient of the track when you're driving yourself. But when you're kind of sitting here in the commentary box, and if you're just simply spectating, that straight is almost like a hump. You know what I mean? It's a hump. It's not a straight. It's a camel hump. Camel hump straight, it's being called. There you go. Much love. Bad. I think that's Sunderland's new centre midfielder. Right, so we are... Sorry, I'm an idiot. Right, so Forrester in sector 2, 18-0, sector 1, 42-1. It's looking like a very, very quick lap here for Forrester. We may be looking at a 1 minute 39 in Q1 here for somebody, if he can hang with it. Hey Neely, how you doing, buddy? I believe we will be having co-op tonight, Venoms. I don't know what time the footy finishes. We'll probably just get it underway as soon as the football ends, I think. Oh, we may even have a week off, I don't know yet. We'll have a chat with the guys later. Forrester comes across the line and does a 1 minute 40.5, bit of a scrappy third sector there, and goes into a comfortable second position. Grim is in third position here, as we said, having a very, very good session so far as Grimdog. And we will have a look now with Jan, who is he invalidated? No, he's not. So amazingly, I don't think we've got any invalidations. Someone needs to kind of let Mellish know that we do need to set a lap in this session, but, you know, I don't know what he's doing. he did an outlap and went, you know, I'm just going to pit. I'm going to pit. Alright. He had enough time to get back out, but okay. Another one from the confusion of Pos. Hashtag undercooked chicken. If you can put that in the comments. Yep. So watching on board with Kai. See where Kai goes in Q1. Been very, very quick, Kai. Well, obviously at the moment, runner-up in Tuesday, of course, Kai. Should really have won it, but unfortunately was a no-show and couldn't turn up due to work commitments. Kai crosses the line, and he only goes 11th. Get of a banker lap really from him. Not really respective of his pace, but as we always say, you can of course do that in the qualifying session. So Forrester, oh my god! Oh, it's broke my sound on the game. Beer's into third position, guys, by the way. So Beer moves up to third. That is interesting. That is really, really interesting. Simply because if he stays there, he's only a point off. Obviously, you know, we've got other people who are there. Bit of a weird one from Forrester blowing up. I mean, you know. So here we go then, guys. The rundown of the grid then. Forrester, of course, is out of Q2 now. So we've got the 10 guys. And Mellish, of course, who hasn't set a time. So Penguin in first with a 40.1. Fantastic lap. Grim, Beer, Jan, Keo, Ben, Swizz, Shag, Wayne, and Kai. Do you know what, Venoms? I was about to say, it doesn't happen very often Forrester crashing in Q1, does it? He seems to have a... I think he's got his clumsy shoes on again today, hasn't he? But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see, and it'd be funny if it does rain, because apparently I have to dress up as a woman on a live stream. So if it does rain in Abu Dhabi at some point, which I hope it doesn't, I'm not really showing off my knobbly knees, man. You know what I'm saying? But I bet you guys thought I was going to say something else, then, didn't you? Ah, yeah. Right. So Q2, who are we going to see out first? Don't have to scroll down the list to see anybody as far as it did blow up. Right. So we got Kai back in. One doggy's chance has been used for him. Obviously, the rest have 0. We've got Jan out first, I believe. Jan is out first. Wow. Tis interesting. Tis interesting. I love how the dots don't show up on the thing until they get out on the track. It's quite interesting. I wonder if Mellish has actually got... For God's sakes, B buttons do my nothing. I wonder if... Yeah, I'll say... Ben's third out. Guys in the comments, will Mellish drive the right way in this race? Place your bets now. 3-1 that he won't. And that's not 3-1 on either. Don't try and make money on me. Right, so Jan is first out on track. He gets the TV time. And where the hell is he going? Wait, there's a turn there. But then another point about the Abu Dhabi main straight. It's not, of course, a straight really, is it? It's got kind of, you know... loads of different gradients and stuff. It's really cool. I can't physically wait to see what's going to happen here today. So, Jan keeps it nice and smooth on his outlap. Yeah, Venoms. It was during the race, about 15-20 laps in. I think it was just before the rain came. He went loopy. Definite watch for it. It's highly humorous. We were just kind of, me and Silver were in the middle of a serious commentary. Or I was, because Silver had to nip off during the race. And next thing you know, we keep flicking back to him, and he's driving the wrong way and getting disqualified. So, yeah. Oh, guys, look at that picture. Oh, man, I get to look at all the scenery, man. This is going to be awesome. Right, so Soldier Jan coming around to complete his first lap in Q2. He's on the ultra soft tyres here. Interesting choice. So, Penguin... We've got Swizz, I believe, Ben, Beer, Shag, and Kai, all on the soft. So we've got a 50-50 split on the tyre choices here today. So going to be very, very interesting to see who does what, really. On the Red Bull of Jan, yeah, he gets... What the hell? Yeah, mate, there's kind of a chicane there, Jan. I know the guys kind of call you the bomber, but, you know, you can turn for corners occasionally. So Jan aborts that lap. You validated it anyway. It's 13-second validation. Right, okay, I'm with you. So now the manor. Look at this. 5 cars on the same straight, guys. Come on. Hashtag 4.2 mile track. And if it's not 4.2 mile, just cut a couple of corners off or add a few on, you know what I mean? So we'll look to the nearest guy who set a lap time here. Penguin seems on it today. I can't wait to see the Jack versus Penguin battle next season. That is going to be something. Will do, Venoms. I'll get you in now, mate. I'll get you in after the race. So Penguin is... I don't even know who the first guy is around track. We'll double check. We got Ben... I believe it was Mellish, wasn't it? Mellish is invalidated. Not looking good for him. 10 views, guys. Welcome to the stream. 10 viewers, 24 minutes in is a fantastic number. Thank you all for showing up and showing us some love here at Esports Racing. Right, okay, so it is Ben. Then I guess we got a yellow flag in Sector 2. I don't know why that is. I'm assuming it's Mellish driving the right way. Yep, there he is. Here we go. No distraction there for Ben, which is pretty cool. Mellish did very, very well to just simply get out of the way. Good line. That pit line really, really does put you off. Shit, didn't do that. Ben goes first with a 1 minute 43.4. Not the world's quickest lap, but of course it is something. Mellish, of course, did a 49.3. Hammer goes quicker than his teammate, which is interesting. Hey, Benji, welcome to the stream, buddy. Penguin does a 1 minute 40.1. He's matched his time from Q1. Yeah, not many people will do that. It must be said. A lot of guys kind of having a bit of a chill-out race here. Does Mellish know that you actually have to set a timed lap here? If someone can possibly message him and tell him, because, you know, we don't want to kind of give him the illusion where he just has to go back into the pit lane, you know what I mean? But Beer is... So this is the battle, guys. I might as well, now we've got a few more viewers, I might as well kind of let all of you know what is going on. We have Ben and Beer locked in a championship fight. It would have been a lot closer had Beer finished. Of course, he blew up, which didn't work, and then Ben more spectacularly blew up earlier in the race, so picked up a point. Beer got, I believe it was 6 points. It was 6th place. I got the 6 right. Haas gets well and truly out of the way of Beer. A lot of Beer's driver is sitting really far forward in the cockpit. That's kind of weird. But yep. So 18.4, 42.5 so far. I think these guys are battling to see who can set the slowest time. But I think Mellish is going to win by simply not setting a lap, which is not what we need really. So we have here Keo comes across the line with an invalidation of 45.4. We're doing pretty well, going slower. So Keo did invalidate in second too. There's going to be so many invalidation spots on this track. You've just got to simply watch out. It's almost like a walking through a woods with bear and booby traps. 42.0 for Beer, puts himself in 3rd position, a mere 1.9 seconds off Penguin's pace. But of course we know that Penguin is just absolutely careering round at the moment, like a man on a mission. So Shag then will get on board with himself, of course. Currently in the battle for, I believe it is, well, with Senna not showing up, it is the battle for 6th place. Can technically beat Hammer with the 2nd place. 11 points in it between Shag and Jan, with Grim and Penguin having a battle down there as well, with Swizz and Kai Pollitt, or as Ben has dubbed him, Kylie on the table. I've only just noticed that for the first time. So, yeah. So what we're going to now run through, Shag has invalidated on 1 minute 20 into the lap. He's rode over one of the curbs. He's run over the triple right hand there, as I'm going to call it. 3 rights don't make a lap, obviously, in this case. So Grim... Oh, go on, Jeff. Yep, I can definitely come in and change my setup. Oh, fucking wait, it's Q2. God, man, it's just total bloody hypocrisy, isn't it? So at the moment, guys, I'm currently sitting in 8th place. This is my highest qualifying performance of the year so far. We're still waiting for someone to get near Penguin. We will find out the true pace of these guys in due course. Keo with a 1 minute 41.4, just behind Jan. Interestingly, how Jan is quicker than Keo. Keo, of course, our Brazilian Grand Prix victor. So Keo, incidentally, has come in and won 4 races since joining the league. He's actually competed in 7 of them, or 7 races, been registered for 8, of course, didn't start in Mexico, unfortunately. But has just come in and made a real impact. Keo is going to be one of the major threats for the championship next year. We'll get back on board with Grim, going towards the hairpin. We're going to see how he takes the curbs. Very nicely, but you can almost sense the hesitivity, can't you? He's very hesitant going through the corners. Hesitivity, new word, hashtag Oxford Dictionary 2018. Boom, if it's already in there. Much love, whoever made it. Right, but yeah, you can almost see the kind of hesitance from Grim. That's the right word I was looking for. Going through the sausage curbs. He does attack them quite well, though, in the second part, so we go onto the broadcast cam. Let's see how he tackles the triple right-hander. Also just moving out of the way well and truly. Grim looking really, really promising for this race. But of course, you never know what will happen. Never know what will happen. Anybody who is new to the stream, guys, please make sure to drop myself a follow. But more importantly, can you all go to YouTube and go right in Esports Racing League. Esports, of course, all one word, Racing League. And of course, you will see our lovely, beautiful banner. Make sure that you go and subscribe there to catch up with all the action and previous action and future action, of course. Grim goes into 4th position with a 1 minute 41.621. Very good lap. So, obviously, it's nothing on Penguin, but I think Penguin's been eating his bloody... He's had his Weetabix this morning, you know what I mean? He's had his rice pudding last night. He's even put the extra topping of strawberry jam on it, you know what I mean? Just to give it the extra bit of zest. What am I talking about? Swizz then runs a little bit wide at the end of Sector 2, beginning of Sector 3. It's been a bit of an issue. Benji, thank you very much for the follow, buddy. That's one half of it done. Straight over to esports, my man, if you can. If not, just sit back, chill, and enjoy the action with myself, positively glad. We have Swizz still going on his lap. He's not invalidated. It was a scrappy affair in the middle sector, Swizz. I reckon, guys in the comments as well, let's get you all a bit more involved. Let's keep this thing flowing. Can you please let me know what lap you think that Swizz's engine will blow? Now, please. 1 minute 42.5 of 984. Sorry, that is bad eyesight mixed with bad belly. And Swizz pulls it into 7th position, just behind Wayne. 3 tenths off Wayne, 4 tenths out of Ben. Shag, of course, needs to get a lap in, really, doesn't he? Or as he's going out in Q2, with the shock of the day, Mellish, if he gets through, if he can get a lap together, he could potentially do this, Mellish. Oh my days. Yeah. Yeah. This is gonna... God loves a tryer, baby. God loves a tryer. Go on, Mellish, you can do it, my man. See if Shag's gone back out. Shag has gone back out. Well, he has to. You know, he needs to be up there fighting Jan at some point in the race. I wonder if there's going to be many battles here, guys. You'll have to forgive me as well. I'm, of course, soloing today, so if I do miss any of the action... Actually, if I do, or if you want to make any clips from this video, if you see anything good, just clip it up. Also, as well in the chat, guys, make sure you click on that lovely bit cheer button. It does help. You can literally pick up, I think it's like 100 bits for a pound, so obviously every little helps. So here comes Mellish. It said 5 minutes 58, we'll ignore that. Let's focus on Junior then. He's getting TV time here. He's got the run up with loads of shadows driving past him, which is really odd. Look at that beautiful night sky in Abu Dhabi, man. Do you know what? If there was a Grand Prix I could visit, that motherfucker would be it, you know what I mean? It'd just be the dream, man. I'd love to go there. Obviously, being ginger and very, very pale-skinned, I wouldn't really enjoy the kind of, you know, the sun, which is kind of the reason why you'd go. But, yeah, it's going to be interesting. I was about to say, Venoms, I really should have. I didn't think, mate. I didn't think you were online at all. But we could have done a dual commentary. But I should be okay. So, yep. Should be okay. I say should. I do pull. My commentary can be quite interesting. So, Mellish, of course, comes through now. 1 minute 2.336 of a 43.1. Just a couple of attempts off Kai's lap. But, of course, it's not invalidated, which means he will leapfrog myself. And, of course, Shaggy needs to get together, of course. Oh, bloody hell. Yeah, Venoms, you should have messaged me, mate. I could have brought you in for the commentary and just, you know, be able to talk about how your season went as well. Kind of have a bit of banter between the two. But here comes Mellish round to complete his lap. Will he or won't he invalidate? It looks very... Do you know what? It's actually very clean, the third second. Oh, God, spoke too soon. Nearly put in a wall. So here comes Mellish now. Round the second to last corner. Final turn now. Moves into 10th position, so he's done a lap. It's all on Shag now. Can he displace Mellish and get himself in a Q3? He's only missed out once this season. Well, barring the time he went off to kind of use our lovely friend Cortana and go playing tractor drag racing that time. That was kind of... that was one of them for the moments. We do have a... I'm not sure if it's a lever or a joiner. I'm not really sure. We will double check, of course, after. So, in fact, what I'll do, I'll go quickly off Shag's car, double check. I hope it's not a lever, it is a retirer. It is Ben in the pits, our championship leader, of course. Quickly back on board with Shag now. Cannot invalidate this lap, or he is out of Q2, along with myself, so I won't be able to give you the timing screens. So, what I'm going to do, as soon as Shag finishes his lap, you will hear me go quiet, guys, but I will be going for a quick cheeky cigarette, as always, but of course I'll have to be a lot quicker than I usually am because we haven't got my trusty commentator Silver to help me out, of course, today. So it's going to be, oh, Shag. It seems like a lot of people are kind of skipping a bit right when they go off that curb, I've noticed. And Shag, oh, just saving the invalidation there. It's compromising quite a bit, but remember, it is only Q2. And Shaggy does a 1 minute 42.3 and gets himself comfortably into Q2. Just behind his teammate Beard, just over a tenth off. Now, 19.042.6. He's actually 7 tenths up as Mellish. If Mellish keeps this clean, Kai is out. So, that'll be interesting. Kai has had a miserable Sunday jump. What is it? Mellish, you were up on your time. What is he doing? tyres for the race. But no! Oh my god, my brain stings. Jan, by the way, just to kind of flip back to Jan, has done a 40.7. Only just noticed that just before the flick of the screen. 40.7 for Soldier Jan. I will be back very, very shortly, guys. Just going to have a quick cigarette. Be back in 2. It was perfect time to come back, wasn't it, really? Perfect. So we've got Penguin in first position in Q2 with a 1 minute 40.1, starting on the softs as is Jan. A very, very impressive lap by Jan there, 6 tenths off the pace. Really pulling a lap together. I did miss the lap, unfortunately, obviously. First of the super soft runners, ultra soft, sorry. I'll get this right eventually. Keo third. God, I got hiccups today, man. Jesus. Grim fourth, Swizz fifth, Beer sixth. Interesting for the championship scrap. And we've got Shag seventh, Wayne eighth, Ben ninth, and Kai, of course, rounding out the top 10 with, unfortunately, Mellish just missing out, guys, on the Q3 shoot-off, rundown, battle, pole shootout, that's the one. So, of course, guys, I am simply going to be watching from an aerial point of view here. I have perfect perspective of the garages. As you see, no Mercedes today, only one Ferrari, which brings me to the final point, of course, which is the Constructors' Battle. Ferrari have a 11-point lead here, but only have one car competing today, with Manor in second position on 305. Haas and Toro Rosso, there's a small chance of that being changed, but it looks like the positions down below there of Haas, Toro Rosso, Williams, Red Bull, McLaren, 263, 234, 141, 118, and 74, respectively. And what the hell? Guys, you've... Everybody goes on track together. Interesting. How can you all go out on track at the same time, you legends? Board with Kai then. Jan slows up here. Let's Ben go first. Kai. He went. Jesus Christ, it's got to be a penalisation. Right, yeah. Kai wanted to go first, so he's just basically skipped the chicane out, which is ironically giving Ben a toe, which is a very interesting line through that, to be fair. So, yep, this is pretty good. So what we basically have then is our Q3 basically shootout. Do you know what? They call it so many different things. Let's have a look here. Hey, Minecraft, you're back. Cheers, buddy. And Ben and Kai are going all out here on the Q3 lap here. Oh my god. Is this what we're going to expect in this race, guys, here? Come on now. So we have this here. We will run through now, and obviously Kai will be getting himself a... I don't know, we'll have a word with him after the race, I think, for doing a line like that through quali. But yep. Ben gives some space, but yeah, it's very, very crowded out on track, so we'll watch Kai briefly as he does his lap, but we'll also get a good perspective on Ben's lap as well, because Ben is within view of him. So let's get on board now with Kai's car. We'll do an actual on-board lap here with Kai. If you do that in the main lap... Oh my god, oh Jesus, that may be a foresight as to what may be to come. Kai, having no kind of traction on, will, I would say, struggle in terms of these coming corners up here. He's finding he's using all of the track here, Kai, really, really making use of every last bit of it. One wrong move there and you are dead, basically, in this. So we'll have a look back to Ben, who we can just still see. Good brake, good under brake in there. Rode that curve really, really nicely there, Kai, going through. Are we saying Ben to get taken out? It will be one for the books if he does. It won't be a happy chappy if he does, of course, as you would expect, but... Of course, we have two penalties of here riding into this race. We have Swizz with the 10-second for the lobby disconnection in Brazil, and Jan, of course, for turning, not really kind of using the mirrors, of course, and not seeing Grim there. But we have had to apply the 10-second penalty. Here comes Kai. Oh, Kai's gone round. Yeah. So we'll move on to Ben to carry on the. Oh dear. That one is caught on stream, buddy. Well done. So Ben, our championship leader. We will be speaking to one of these guys, of course. After the race, we'll be bringing him in for the podium celebrations, of course. After the race, it'll be Ben or Beer. Or maybe even both if they're both there, which would be pretty interesting. So Ben goes around now. Pretty smooth lap. Ben not really doing... Well, Ben simply doing what he has to do. If Ben gets 8th position, Beer has to win. Keo goes on with a 1 minute 41.0. It's a competitive start. You'll be looking to set a low 1 minute 40, I'd say. And Ben goes second, 7/10 behind. We'll go to Jan now. He did slow royally down, I believe. Here we go, Jan to complete his lap, of course, now. Validation there by Soldier Jan. Yeah, do you know what? I think the problem is Venom is he still thinks he's playing Forza Horizon 3. He kind of keep them drifts going really, really well, doesn't he? So we have here then Penguin has hit a 39.6. Jeez Louise, man. You know when you talk about turning up the heat in quality, and I missed the lap again. For the love of Pete. Right, so Wayne Hammer will focus on Wayne. He's 5th position, currently 2.3 seconds off. He's currently got himself a 1 minute 41.9 or a 42.0, depending on that. Keo gets very nicely out of the way. The Swizz is in 4th position at the moment. And then we've got Ben, Keo and Penguino. And we'll have a look here, Jan and Shag, of course, going around now. We're not going to follow Shag for the remainder of his lap on broadcast cam. It's that curve very nice. It does seem to spit you out. It was doing that to me for the traction control runners. It does spit you into more of a direct jolt when you kind of leave that sector 3 triple right-hander. So Shag gets to the apex lineup very nicely. Just kisses it. Oh! Rides the curve there a little bit, well, I say a little bit very aggressively there, number 53. Of Mustafa Shag, puts himself, and that's his outlap. See, this is the problem. Oh, my cat is joining me. He is the second member of the commentary team today. That's good. He is currently eyeing up a sausage. We'll put him over there for a minute. Oh, God. Well, he took the headset off. Right, back focused. Shag then, going through sector 1 very nicely. We've got a manor, I believe that is, well, it's the only manor left. It's Kai at the moment, going back out for another try. It's good. Amazing lap there, Minecraft by Penguin. What the hell? Because that ambience was... What? Wow! Guys, we may have to restart this, guys. There is a lighting issue. There's a lighting issue going down the back straight. We have problems. The only true race, should I say, on F1 that goes from light to pitch black is Abu Dhabi. Of course, in this race, we start with clouds. So Shag then will go back on board with him. Nicely through Sector 2. As he takes on the trickiest part of the track, in my opinion, Sector 3. This track does remind me solely a sort of cross between USA and Bahrain with their tight twisty corners and long straights. They're very, very similar, kind of same designer, of course, for Abu Dhabi and Bahrain, of course, so an interesting fact. Right, so we now move on to the second to last corner, much wider this time. Shag doesn't want to kind of risk taking the curve there. Probably a smart decision, I'd say. Very, very nicely through the end of the sector, could have run a little bit wider, and goes to the 5th position with a 1 minute 42.4, I believe. Just ahead of his teammate, be it. Yeah, I'm not having a good session so far. Grim, he is one of the guys to watch out for. Thank you for the ad on Xbox. Minecrafter, that was really nice of you, buddy. I was about to say yes, Benji. The corners are very, very similar, aren't they? They've got kind of a similar sort of dynamic to the tracks. It's so good to kind of spectate and watch over. Really, really good to kind of look at it from a bird's eye view. There's about 3 or 4 tracks which are very similar. You know, you've got Abu Dhabi. You also do have, as we said, America, Bahrain. In a weird way, Malaysia as well. They do have similarities. So we're going to have a little sit back now and relax while we commentate this brilliant, brilliant end spectacle. The building, they've really, really revamped the buildings up. Look at that. All I knew before in the old games, they just had one colour, but this is kind of an awesome colour scheme. Grim goes very nicely around Sector 3. He really, really has nailed Abu Dhabi. Ooh, very, very close to the wall there. Grim, now this is what I was saying, Grim aggressively attacking the curbs, as I mentioned in Q1. Comes flying across the line now. We'll see where this puts Grim. It puts Grim into 2nd position. We're now on board with Kai. We'll give broadcast cam some love. Oh, that is a hell of a view. Man, that one doesn't come up very often. Oh, that is awesome. You can see... Oh, I wish I could actually drive like that, actually. That'd be pretty cool. The one just above the kind of... the cockpit cam at the top. And the Toro also gets very nicely out of the way there for Kai. Great etiquette show by these guys today. And here we go then. We are coming across the line with Kai, who goes across the line and puts himself in 2nd position, just behind Penguino. So... Hammer is in 10th. Now, Wayne usually does come good at the end of qualifying. He usually does nail it, but we'll double check here to see if he does. Comes through the triple right-hander now. 3 rights don't make a turn, as I call it. So here we go. Coming in now, Wayne. I love how these guys are really aggressively attacking the curbs. There's no kind of fear of invalidation. Because, you know, there's a high chance you're going to anyway, so you may as well just attack them and get the best out of the car while you're here. Wayne then comes across the line. Let's see if this is an improvement for Wayne. In terms of position, timing, it's a little bit awkward to see. Wayne comes across the line and remains in 10th position. If that's an outlap, forgive me. As you see the McLaren of Swizz in the background coming out the pits. And we've not really focused much on Swizz this race. I'm going to actually watch him go around, obviously after Wayne finishes. But here comes Wayne now coming around to complete Sector 1. It's the safe option. Stay off the curbs. Best way to do it is basically stay off the curbs. I'm away from the laptop for a few minutes, guys. If you do drop any comments on there, please make sure you do. I'll catch up with them in a few minutes during the race start, of course. So Wayne is coming now down towards the DRS straight. We'll get on board with him during this if it gives us a good camera. As we said, it's almost not a straight. Austin and USA and Abu Dhabi are incredibly similar, as we said, in terms of the dynamic. They are straights, but they're not at the same time. If you follow it directly on the outside, it does show to be a corner, of course. It's basically having a corner within a straight. It's awesome. I love the layout of this track. Wayne now opens up the DRS within the 0.03 seconds, so Wayne is going to get optimal speed here, going down towards the end of Sector 2. Flying down now. Coming towards the end of that. Will he ride the curbs? You just see the McLaren. Oh, he was in front of him. Alright, never mind. So you see Wayne riding the curb beautifully, riding that one there. Like a prize jockey. So here we go. Wayne probably won't appreciate me calling him a jockey, but you know, Salavi. It happens. It wasn't really calling him. basically that. I digress. Right, so Kai in front of him. Here comes Wayne, that's complete the lap. Getting very nicely out of the way, so there's no distraction needed. Causing yellow in the process, but you know, it happens. Here comes Wayne Hammer then, right through. Will he improve from 10th position? We don't know yet. We'll find out now in about 2 seconds. Wayne goes 7th. So Wayne does improve. So 9th position Beer then. Really needs an improvement himself. I know Wayne Beer has said that this isn't his favourite track, but it is going to be one for the records. It's going to be one for the record books if he can somehow muster a 2nd place. We know that Beer, he's done it a few times this season. Did it in Spain. He also did it in the Craze Pool, which was Monza, of course, which was an absolutely mental race. Beer comes across the line and goes into 6th position. Nice, we'll get on board with Swizzle for the checkered flag being out. This is the last chance for people to be on their lap times now. 1 minute 39.6 the time to beat. Probably not going to get beaten. It's one of the fastest times I've seen on this game. Round here. So here comes Swizz then. On board with him. Sector 2, looking at that beautiful camera pan there. Here we go for Swizz. On the 3 rights, don't make a turn, as we say. You see the guys who kind of run medium, you can tell it does make you flick out a little bit more. Kind of brings the back end up, whereas if you're on full traction, it gives you the jolt. Here comes Swizz. Around the final corner, will it be an improvement? It's not. Swizz remains in 7th position. Kai goes 2nd. Kai's in 2nd. Will Beer improve from 6th? No, Beer's on a rundown lap. Penguin comes across the line just to see what he can do, I guess. And doesn't improve, but very dominant performance so far by Penguin. A 39.6 of all laps, which is kind of awesome. We'll get on board with Beer, who will get the TV time, 2nd in the championship to round off the season. The final qualifying for the season, guys, is an inch away from being over. Interesting strategy from Bear. They're almost double turning into that corner there. It's rare that you see the kind of cockpit cam view. I don't like spectating in cockpit cam. It just doesn't really have a good feel to it, you know, when you're kind of following the cars around on spectate mode. But we are here. We are done, guys. This is the end of the final qualifying for esports racing this season. Penguin is on pole with a 1 minute 39.2. Pardon the swear word, but shit the bed. Christ. Wow. Nearly a 2nd quicker than Kai in 2nd place. Grim, fantastic qualifying in 3rd, his best in esports. 4th, Keo, 5th and 6th, the championship rivals, Ben and Beer. Swizz in 7th, Wayne in 8th, Shag in 9th, and the final Q3 position goes to Jan in 10th. Not really pulling a lap together, Jan, which is kind of disappointing. He did send me a message, which we are going to read after the race, of course. We can't do it during. So that's good. Exactly, Craft. 3 rights make 3 turns. 3 rights don't make 1. So we are going now live into the final race on the esports calendar for Saturday, Abu Dhabi. Let's have a look at the weather, folks. It's looking very bloody dark, isn't it? The optimal strategy here. Well, another interesting point of view again. With full tyre wear, you can easily make a 2-stopper here because it's asking me to do 2 ultras and 2 super stints, which will both get you relatively simply through. But just to kind of let you know as well, guys, once again, while we're in the intermission, please make sure you drop a follow on the channel if you haven't already, and then more importantly, go to Esports Racing on YouTube. Esports Racing League on the search bar, click on that subscribe button, and of course then you'll be able to catch up on the rest of this season, the Tuesday season, and of course any other little bits and bobs we have along the way. Right then, so just to kind of let you all know here, guys, this is the final race of the season, a 16-point spread between Beer and Ben. Ben 163, Beer 147. I am on the back row of the grid, which is brilliant, so technically the last row, with Forrester behind me, so I don't even have to move out of the way, guys. Lovely jubbly. So a 3-second split, though, between a 3 and a 4 stop. Very, very interesting. Ultra soft tyres last usually in the region of between 9 and 12 laps, based on what they're saying here. You can potentially, obviously with the tyre degradation there, you can see the little line going up. That's where the deg really, really, really kicks in then, of course. And once you get to about 12 laps, your tyres will be dead. They will just die. A steep inclination when you get to about the 70%. So when you get to about 70%, of course, guys, you will need to pit. That's basically what that's saying in a nutshell. Right then, so... And it's going to be pretty cool because the track temperature is going to increase, but also the timing is going to be getting lighter, which is very interesting. Obviously, Abu Dhabi is one race you can rely on for having no rain, of course. And we'll just double check now. I have got a message, I believe. Let me have a look here. As I will take a seat now. And basically put my feet up before... Guys, just for everyone here, Senna of course has let me know, it is the connection, as he said. We noticed that it has been a little bit, well, he said a shambles. I won't put it that bad, but it has been quite laggy, of course. We had a couple of issues last week with it, of course, but Senna wishes everyone all the best. So it has been a... So yeah, that is how we do. And basically, guys, this is it. The Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, esports racing, round 16 and last, of course. Hayden, nice to see you. If you haven't followed me already, please click on the follow button. But yeah, with the Kimi speech, of course. Yeah, Venoms. I've noticed it's very, very cloudy up here. It is very cloudy. It must be said. Almost to a worrying extent, isn't it? Really, but. No one's got the brollies out, even though that they're kind of... I love how they're probably using an iPad, which is worth more than my wages for a year combined. And, they just never cover it up with umbrellas. They've released Adam Johnson for a night. He's currently holding my camera. Hashtag England the 16s. We also have on... Did I just fucking go there? Adrian Newey's currently speaking to me as well. Sauber bought him. So... Nah, I love Kimi, man. He should have won Monaco, but, you know, Vettel just out-strategized him. They kept him out too long, Ferrari, but hashtag no favoritism. But, yeah, it's good. This is going to be a cracker, hopefully. I'll do my best as the sole commentator today to keep you up to speed, keep you up to scratch, and then, fingers crossed. Well, all I'm saying here, guys, this is my last Saturday commentary before I hop in and put my money where my mouth is. Season 2 esports racing starts in 2 weeks today. We are nearly ready, folks. I hope. Yep, they're all ready up now. Wait, yeah, here we go. This is going to be huge. This is going to be huge. Will everybody get through the first lap cleanly? Nope. Doesn't let me retire on the grid, which would be nice. Still doesn't. 5 lights! What the fuck? Whoa. Kai's been instantly disqualified. We've got yellow flags out. Forrester's on the right. What's happened here? This has been a bit of a mess. We'll focus now. Penguin's away. And Grim is in second position. So here we go then, guys. We are rolling. Bit of a shambles there. Hashtag qualifying. This is why we're doing the no doggies very soon. I believe we're probably going to go down that route. Of course, it does need to be debated, but you know, this is kind of another reason behind it. But we will talk about that, of course, guys, in other meetings. I hope that, you know, personally, it's, well, I'm not one to sway either way, but that's an advocate. So we are streaming now down towards the end of the first DRS straight. Grim goes for a move on Penguin. And we're here.
How would they do?
Guys, I think I've got my first nomination or nominee for joining me in the commentary box. Do you fancy it, mate? Welcome to No Doggy Chance. We have hit your dad, Kai Pollitt, who got disqualified from the line. Oh, dearie me. How you doing, mate? I know you've missed this, but you didn't have to miss it that much. Go on, get your audio included, son. Get yourself in. I have some help. Wait, can I just point out as well, guys? Grim is now leading for the first time in esports. He's overtaken Penguin off the line. Kind of, well, in the kind of sector 2, sorry, not off the line. And Ben's all over him, our championship leader, of course. Kai basically got disqualified off the line, so we'll move on from that. Not really much lag in the room, actually. I thought there'd be a bit more than that, unless you've kind of got inside information, but looking semi-decent so far.
To be honest, mate, I came up.
Keel's
right?
lost his wing. Ooh. Missed that.
Found out that I'd been kicked. So I joined back. All my setups are gone. So I rush a setup on. And then as I'm doing my lap, I realise all the fucking sister and even fucking brake assist. Well, that didn't go very well.
Wow.
Been a good last race.
And welcome to Kai Pollitt, guys. This is the guy who was battling me for the Tuesday Championship. Yeah. We'll move on from that. Here we go then. We've got Grim and Penguin having a bit of a battle here, mate. Well, at least I got someone who can spot battles for me now, so that's pretty cool. So here we go then. We've got Penguin down the outside of Grim. This is wheel to wheel. Oh, they've touched. They have touched. Grim goes across the corner and... do you let him back through there? I don't know. I think it was kind of a fair move, but it did kind of just tap side wheels with him. So we'll look back from Penguin, and we're all set to go. As Venoms has just said on the stream as well, by the way, Kai, just for you, your driver of the day.
Oh, love the sarcasm.
Brilliant. I thought he was being serious. It's quite a parody of into the barriers kind of videos of driver of the day. I thought that'd be quite a nice touch. So currently we've got Linus Stern at the moment then, Jan with Wayne Hammer behind him, Shag in 8th position, Forrester in 9th, who just sort of went to the inside. I think he probably tried getting out of his car and giving you a push, mate, to be honest. I think that's kind of what he tried to do, but we've got Keo then in 11th with Mellish in 10th. I'm trying to work out what happened to Keo. And Shag has pitted for a new wing. His season goes from bad to worse very quickly. So the battle between Jan and Shag...
it couldn't get any worse, to be honest.
Yeah. We did commentate on a race where he was 3.5 laps down, but we'll move on from that one. Keo is battling Shag coming out. I think he's just done him. Yeah, he has. Keo goes flying past it. It's about a gap of 1.5 to 2 seconds there. And yeah, so we'll get back on board with the... Oh, hello. We got a bit of a tasty one. Top 3 all battling here today. Oh, Grim off the sausage curb. Holy moly. And I think that's going to give Ben a bit of a run here. We'll double check. Got a broadcast cam. Great view there, Ben. They both got DRS, which has probably saved Grim's backside there, to be honest. Having a very competitive race, Grim, so far in 2nd place. Oh, that corner cut isn't going to do anyone any favours, really, Grimbo. Unlucky there, buddy. And, oh, goodness me, the aggression from these guys is kind of awesome at this stage. The top 3 seem to be escaping. And, oh, bit of a battle behind. Oh, that's the other way. Here, and Swizz going at it here a little bit for 4th, which has brought Jan and Wayne Hammer back into the equation. So, yeah. Yeah, quite an interesting start to the Grand Prix, really, Kai, hasn't it?
It's been an odd one. I think my car was probably the reason to somebody losing the wing.
possibly. I don't. It might have been Shag potentially. I'm not sure. Oh, and Beard does run wide. Oh! Just tap Swizz a little bit there. And we've got Swizz now and Jan. Swizz keeps the position very nicely. We've got another battle here. Tune for 5th. We've got the top 3 going at it, so I'll probably just look at this one, mate, and then if you want to have a mosey for me after that, that'll be pretty cool. So Grim now with the DRS. If Penguin gets out of that DRS, you can sense him running away, but then Grim has done a really, really competitive. He must have got the setup absolutely spot on in this race. Oh, it's that curb again. You can just see Jan and Swizz going absolutely at it in the background for 5th place as well. Beer seems to have escaped for now. We'll flick back to that really quickly.
Wayne's there to pick up the pieces as well.
Seems it, doesn't it, mate? I'm on board with Jan now, right smack bang in the middle of this. As you see Forrester lurking in the background. Constructors, well, yeah, yeah, that's all I'm going to say. Both guys fighting in the Constructors, the highest person at the moment is 8th, the other one's 9th, and the other, well, 10th, sorry, and the other one's disqualified, so, yeah, it is a possibility for Toro Rosso to get 3rd, depending on where Beer finishes. Swizz is just quicker. It seems that this early fast asset of this race, of course, it does seem that he does have the pace over Beer, but obviously, as we know, Beer's a bitch to get past, so we will move on from there. So here we go then, Beer. We are pretty much line astern already as we enter lap 5. Oh, Beer runs a little bit wide again there, struggling really with that exit at the first corner to kind of nail that optimally.
Top 3 have spread out a bit there as well.
I was about to say, it seems they have, doesn't it? They kind of all kind of spread their wings a little bit and took off and spread out from each other. So really, the main thing I'd say on the main battle on the track is this 4th to 7th split, with Forrester, of course, in the background in 8th. Careering now down towards the end of the DRS straight. It's interesting to see the McLaren actually having... Oh, no, it doesn't. It has nowhere near the speed of the Red Bull, to be fair, but here we go. So, Beer, Swizz, Jan and Wayne all there. And it's amazingly, guys, this is the longest I've not been on the toilet. That's just going to be to let you all know, to keep you updated with my bowel situation, which is awesome, because everybody wanted to know that.
Fascinating.
Jan goes down the outside of Swizz here. Oh, he's gone for it. Risky move, but doesn't quite make it stick. Both guys sporting 10-second penalties, so they might as well just go at it here, to be fair to you. You've got to get somewhere in the race. So, yep, we'll go back on board with Ben just to kind of see, and they really have spread out already, the top 3. Impressive to see that Grim is up there. He's been sort of a mid-pack runner guy, but of course Grim now is really kind of taking it home and doing pretty well, it must seem.
Yeah, he's doing well to keep up with Penguin to an extent.
And it must be said, mate,
working in the background as well.
This is my biggest stream of 2017, mate, so around 17 viewers we're sitting on at the moment. So welcome in, folks. Thank you very much for tuning in for the last race. And yeah, it really has kind of spread out a little bit here. I would say the gap between...
I need to start getting disqualified on the line from now on. Things might be open.
We need to find a way to do it, don't we? It'd be a great way to spectate. Won't have to retire, just basically fuck up the start too much. So yep, we have Beer, Swizz, Jan and Wayne, and Forrester is beginning to catch up a little bit here in the background. You can see Forrester's man getting slightly larger in the mirrors of Wayne. It's no longer just a dot, it's actually a red and blue blob now, so you can just about get there. And Jan has a good run on Swizz here. I don't think Swizz has DRS, he's just missed out on DRS here. What will Jan do? Driving, ironically, the Max Verstappen Red Bull. Oh, I nearly called it a Renault. That would be quite interesting, wouldn't it? New follower, thank you very much for the Hayden. Our Minecrafters nicely said take each other out. We don't work like that. Oh my god, he's at the wall! Oh, he went
Jesus.
for the move. Oh, dear. I think he went the wrong side more than anything there, Kai. I don't really see any kind of sort of purposeful aggression involved in that move. Jan just went on the wrong side, which really would...
Yeah, it seems he turned left, and he needed to turn right to even it out, and as he turned right, he's turned into Swizz.
Yeah. We do have, of course, the footage live on PosGlad channel. If anyone would like to check it out later, please do. And of course, eSports Racing. Please make sure you all go and subscribe, as we say. So I believe, well, I'll tell you one thing, Beer is beginning to reel Ben in. Notice that. Starting to put a bit of, now he's got away from the Swizz Hammer Jan Forrester thing. He really has spaced out a little bit here. So we will go back on board with Hammer, who's now all over Swizz. He's going to get a good run. He had to lift off there if he'd have carried on going. That would have been a Haas McLaren mating session, which means we would have had to turn the bloody age rating up on this bloody stream. But here we go then. Beer has got away, as you can see. We have Forrester has got Jan as well.
Wayne will be looking to go make a move on Swizz on the straight.
I reckon he will, mate. What do you reckon? The thing is, which way will he go? We know that Swizz seems to just really... Oh, for bloody Pete's sake. Everybody loves the camera angles. On Codemasters, they screw you up the bottom. Right, so Swizz putting his car into a pivot position. Pulls this off. He's gone for the outside. He's never going to get that done, really, but he may get a better exit here and a better exit from the next corner. No, he doesn't, so they kind of stay line of stern. Forrester is, of course, now in 7th, so silent race by him. Of course, Forrester on the soft tyre. And here comes Wayne now. Gets him now. I believe that's Jan. That is how you do it. Hammer moves himself up to 5th position. We move. Swizz goes for the fight back, though. Swizz does have pace. Oh, he just taps the back of Wayne there, but gets the move done very cleanly. Nice one. Hashtag cameras for Codemasters. I may go and work for them, mate, you know what I mean? And just go to each Grand Prix and hold the fucking virtual camera myself. Probably do a better job, to be fair. Right, so, interfere. I haven't changed on commentary, I'm still the same idiot. Right, we have then Wayne in 5th position with Swizz. Forrester, he's probably going to be the next one to come at this, by the way. Yep, he's done a Schumacher. He has done a Schumacher, Hayden. I'll tell you that now, my man. So we have then... It's once again fairly spread out again, other than this battle here. I almost feel bad for Penguin, really. I'm going to just double check if he's actually still in the race. Yeah, he's still first. Just thought I'd bring him back into it. We haven't really covered him at all this race, other than the start. Mainly because of the battles going on behind, really. And Wayne has got a big gap on Swizz all of a sudden, with Forrester all over the back of him. I believe that Jan is still going around with wing damage, of course. Very unfortunate. Beer starting to catch up on Ben. So yeah, here we go. Oh, Forrester got a bit wide, but he's going to get a much better exit here, which sets up DRS perfectly. But Swizz will get DRS, does he? He doesn't get DRS there, Kai. That's less than a second, surely. Yep, Forrester. Good luck, buddy. Moves up into 6th position. Clean overtake on the straight there, Forrester. Not really have to do much work for his overtakes, really. Swizz manages to curve brilliantly there. Ooh, just kind of almost getting... almost like a quote-unquote reversal of what happened between him and Jan there, but it would have been a lot more serious. They both get DRS on Wayne, so Wayne is the next target for Forrester, moving very nicely up through the field. Isaiah Forrester started off in 13th after having an unholy explosion in Q1, which was interesting to see, it must be said. And I will also say, Kai, I did catch your crash, or your spin in Q3, so from Russia with love. I was on board with you. So, yeah.
I was hoping you didn't say that.
Just talking about you, and then you need to space out, and then you spun. It was like, wow. And Wayne, we're on lap 8 of 55. We've just had a weather report from Abu Dhabi. It's actually a Guinness World Record. This is the most cloud cover Abu Dhabi has had since the Guinness World Records began. I've made that fact up, but quote me on it. It may be right. It may be right. I don't know. Don't sue me if it fucking isn't. Forrester is into 6th position, chasing down Wayne Hammer now. And I may as well ask, kind of, I've got a friend in commentary. Who was your prediction for the race win? Or who was it before the start of this race?
It was me, to be honest with you.
You were going to go
but
for it.
There you go.
Yeah, that was a bit of a silly one, wasn't it? Who do you want to win a race that you're in 2nd position on the grid for? Yeah, about that.
Gotta be Grim. You gotta want Grim to win this first.
I think Grim is probably going to be Grim's a fan favourite, I think, in this one. In terms of that. Nosh, just for the fans. Forrester, beautifully executed move. I don't think he's got it done, though. He's rode the sausage curb. He's let Wayne have a lot of grace there. And Wayne hit the curb. Forrester may have almost sensed it, but he's just got ahead before the DRS activation. That will cost him. Luckily for him, I'm guessing that Wayne is still going to be kind of correcting the mistake from the previous corner and doesn't have the momentum. Forrester makes the move stick, is up to 5th position on the soft tyre. It's going to be very dangerous. which brings Swizz back into the equation for 7th. I really, really want to go and watch the battle between the championship rivals, but at the moment, forgive me, I can't, because it just isn't going to happen. Oh, Swizz has dropped back by quite a bit. What happened there? Oh, I think he might have tipped the back away in there, to be honest. Not sure if there's any incidents, guys. We'll, of course, request them that you send them to myself. And, of course, I'll be running a solo stewarding panel here today. Minecrafter, thank you for the follow, buddy. 20 viewers on this stream now, Kai. Bugger me. Jesus. All tuning in for the last race of the season. And we're on board now with our race leader. And you will see myself competing in this absolute madness next season. No doubt you'll probably see me blow up on race 1, but we'll basically ignore that. You've got Grim in 2nd, Ben in 3rd. Beer seems to have dropped off the pace a little bit here in 4th. Forrester 5th with Wayne still on him. I'm getting quite a bit of lag in the room. I'm not sure if you are, but I think it's just me, to be fair. But we've got Forrester driving a very, very nice, quiet race. Chasing down Beer with Swizz in 7th, Jan in 8th. Keo, which we've not really focused on after losing his wing. I think it was on the back of your car, wasn't it, mate? I think before, because obviously with DQ it doesn't ghost you until you get off the track, which is a bit unfortunate, but, you know, we love Codemasters. Hashtag EA for F1 next year. Lovely jubbly. But we know it's not going to happen. So Mellish, 40, and we might have a little bit of a battle coming up here between Shag and Mellish. This will be an interesting one. Mellish's tyres will be going off by now, lap 10. So, yeah, we'll wait and see what happens from now. And we wait for the conditions to clear up. And it was weird because it didn't say it was going to be night time either, which I'm a little bit spooked by, but we'll move on from that. The buildings light up. Loving Kai, the ambience there on the left-hand side. This is actually the famous one in my first ever Abu Dhabi League race back in F1 2013. We didn't do it in 2012. We didn't quite get that far. We started the league a bit late in my own league, where I spent the whole time in 4th position not seeing a car. And when I did see one, I was looking at the building and blew up at 195 miles an hour. So it can happen, folks. It can happen. Hashtag concentration. Yeah. So the next one we're going to be focusing on is Forrester and Beer then. Because obviously Beer needs to get 2nd in this race to have any chance of catching Ben, of course. And Ben needs to basically now go out before the next car retires.
Looks like Forrester and Wayne are catching Beer.
I have to say, Kai, as well, it's quite impressive how Wayne is keeping up with Forrester, because we know he's one of the quickest guys on the Saturday. Obviously he has loads of incidents, Forrester, not of his own doing half the time, you know what I mean, but it just kind of gets wrapped up in little, well, not even incidents, just little squabbles on track, you know, wheel-to-wheel battling, you know. I think back to Hungary, which was one of the best, you know what I mean, when Button went round the outside of everybody. Yes. I used that name, but, you know, hell, good racing, deserves the name mention, indeed. And then through the race on the last lap with the penalty, we'll never forget that one. That was an epic one. We have then, it is spaced out now a little bit. Jan has pitted, by the way. He has come back out just in front of Shag, and I believe that Mellish has pitted as well. No, Shag just got past Mellish, so fair play. And yeah, we are now well into the race now. Grim is seemingly leaving Ben in the dust, really. Beer on the soft tyres beginning to struggle a little bit. We'll show you the kind of tyres in terms of degradation. A lot of deg on the front right, based on the kind of, at least the picture anyway. Oh, Kai, oh my god, lag, whoa! Whoa, loads of lagging for Beer, what's going on? Me and him did have a bit of a, oh, what is going on here? You getting this?
Yeah. Oh, shine a light.
Holy moly! I'm going to focus on this a minute. Not ideal for a championship battle, really, when your car's doing the hokey-cokey, but we'll stick on board and hopefully it'll sort itself out in a few minutes. In out, shake it all about, Beer. Right, so, has it sorted? What I was going to say, Kai, before the kind of lag kicked in there and we kind of had to kind of all move to Beer's car, I was going to say Wozbeck has actually given me a message in the chat saying in 2006 in March, Abu Dhabi had 11 inches of rain. Just want to let you know.
Who said that?
Respect, Wozbeck, one of my viewers.
Wow.
So,
11 inches of rain, Jesus.
Hayden has asked, who's that? Oh, we got Dragoon watching the stream. Jesus Christ, everyone comes out and about for the last race of the season. Come on, Beer, push, 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 says Dragoon. So Beer's got a fanboy. We got a Beer, you got a fan. Autograph after the race. Let's have a look here. Which one am I? I am out of Martin Brundle or James Allen. Well, to be fair, mate, I win championships, so I'm not going to be Martin Brundle, am I?
Gotta be there, Manil.
I think, yeah, I'm more like a, yeah, I go for the shining silver wizard. You know what I mean? the silver fox, Damon Hill, who really doesn't look right with white, grotty grey hair, does he? He really doesn't. He needs a buddy. He would go bald, but he's got a head the shape of a parsnip, so it wouldn't really work for him. Beer pits in lap 12. Interesting. Slowing down nicely there, Beer. Yeah, I was about to say. Or two softs, would you say, potentially? So we'll go on board with Beer now. Just wait for him during the pit stop. One half of the championship equation. Venoms just put blow up Beer and then went no wait, blow up Ben. How about 3 blow ups for everyone? Why not? Fuck it. Why not? So Beer is going to come out. Oh, he's well ahead of Jan. Jan has really dropped back. Beer comes out in clear air. Kai in 8th position. Just behind, incidentally, Keo, which is kind of significant because Keo is on the softs. And as we've all seen, viewers of this championship series, Keo is one to make his tyres last, so should be interesting.
Shall be.
It will, hopefully. Swizz still going around, and he's actually caught Hammer back up again. A little bit. So, not quite in DRS range, Swizzle, but if you keep at it, I guess, you'll be up there soon. We'll go to Ben. Let's have a little look, see when the race leaders are going to be pitting. Beer has pitted, of course, now. From 4th position. So we'll be undercut, overcut. Wombling free. I guess that's another one for you. What am I fucking doing? Oh dear. Watching a racing game and talking about the wobbles. Yeah, my Saturday life, my Saturday day life. Hashtag. And yes, people, I am a parent. Hashtag shit dad. You know, we'll move on from that. Right. I've not done that for a while actually. Quite impressed I got it in there. Mellish is 1 minute and 24 seconds off the pace already, and he does need to pit. So not really having a pretty good race. I guess it's just a case of driving around. At least this time Mellish is going in the right direction in the race, so we're doing all right there now. Right. So, I just got bored with Ben, and he back end stepped out a little bit there. Here comes Forrest down. Forrest catching Ben again. So, yeah, looking good so far. Only one retirement, and he's sitting with me. The guy who, I think what happened was we've actually got. Oh, I've got a bit of an incoming broadcast from Ted Kravitz in the pit lane. Apparently, there's been a thing announced that Kai, when he was in his car on the line, was actually middle finger gesturing Penguin, and it did put him off at the start, which is why Grimm got a run on him. So that's why Kai officially got disqualified. But we'll keep that story as it goes, and we'll see what has to happen after the race about it. So, yeah. Obviously, we do have Kai here, so we can't discuss penalties while we're in the lobby with him. Oh, God. Hashtag middle finger gate.
Middle finger gate.
Oh, do you know what? I really enjoy this too much. I really do. I need a life. I genuinely do. Forrest and catching Ben now a little bit. Both harsh drivers being caught up by the 2 cars behind them. Forrest still behind Ben. And I don't know if this is lag or if this is just someone playing snooker with the cars at the moment, you know, with the queue and you pull it back and forth, but we'll work that out at a later date, of course, guys. We are now on lap 14 of 55, and it still looks like it's going to piss down. We currently have our race order being Penguin. We also then have Grimm, who has pitted. Grimm has pitted. And, wow, that was weird. There was invisible mechanics. That's kind of really off-putting me. I do have to eat tonight, guys. Come on. Grimm is in 4th then. Will he come out in 4th is the question. Going for the undercut on Ben here, it seems. He's gone on to soft tyres again, Kai. Interesting choice. And I believe he's going to come out right in front of Swizz. He does. He's got out in front of Swizz, so that's a very, very nice time there for Grimm getting himself into 4th position. And, of course, he... is that... Where there? What was that in front? Oh, it's Mellish and the other McLaren. So Mellish has now been lapped, guys, just to confirm. I was thinking, how is Swizz in front and behind Grim, which would have been a very, very interesting course. And Mellish gets firmly out of the way, which is nice. I wonder if he's actually going to get back on the gas. Nope, he stays on the brakes. So he lets everyone go through. And we got another car coming up now. Keel, by the way, guys, is floating through the air. I think we need to... And Beer floats through the air as well. So we've got a bit of an issue going down the DRS straight. Cars literally seem to take off. We need to have a word with the FIA to see if that's actually in the rules and regs. But I believe it may be, but we'll have a word with him after. Wayne Hammer has also picked as well, Kai. I'm about to say, man, people should be able to fly in F1. Hashtag Red Bull gives you wings. People have messaged me on here. Let's see what they say. Yeah, I think what I think they should do is a spectator mode. I think, Hayden, that'll be definitely the way to go for future games. No, I've said Hayden, I've said much worse than what I'm saying now. Don't worry, mate. I mean, all I'm going to say is Baku horsecock building. That's all I'm saying. And we'll leave that there.
Hayden,
Penguin pits in.
You'll have nightmares tonight.
What was it? Bollock 1 and Bollock 2 in Austria as well.
Oh, bloody hell. Don't get me started.
Oh, and I believe, yep. Oh, Ben has just come out in front of Penguin, but he hasn't pitted, of course. Ben is going to be on the much more older tyres, much worn tyres than Penguin, and Forrest is just behind as well. Ben, I believe, will just be thinking, just get the fuck past me. I think, to be honest with you, get past me. Just do it. Come on. I think he's going to... Penguin eases up the inside here. Great camera angle there. Let's see if it gives me anything on broadcast cam. No, it gives me the right rear wheel, because that's just what you want to see going down it fucking straight. Yep. Right then. Didn't really lose too much time either there, Kai. And the interesting part here, mate, is that Forrest is on the soft tyres, Ben's on you really old, kind of super soft, so it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. Beer is catching Keogh. He needs to overtake him and get past him. They're on the same strategy now. Jan, Wayne, and Wayne has come out quite a bit ahead of Swizz. Shag is still going round, doing quite well as our Shaggy. Not in terms of the actual race, he's had a bit of a stinker, but you know, in terms of keeping it going, he's just having his own nice, calm, casual race. And Mellish, I believe, is nearly a lap down on the car in front of him. Yeah, that is interesting when we're on lap 16. Right, moving on, we've got our very own Taki Inui. Right, so we have then Itchamon just in front of Forrester. Ben has gone 16 laps on these tyres, mate, entering lap 17 now. Grim is going to be thinking second position here, if he's lucky. So I'm going to go and put my feet up, I believe. Here we go. Lie on the sofa. Sweet. As we spectate the whole of this race, hopefully I don't fall asleep on stream. That would be highly fucking amusing. Right, yeah. So apparently it says that Beer Kai needs to pit again. I don't know if that's wing damage or what do you say that is? Just a glitch or?
I don't know.
That was weird.
Does
it sounded like
the green light on his pit for me?
It does with
green. Does green mean that you have to pit?
Go on, sorry. I think it does. Yeah, it's bloody glitching the bloody part there as well. Christ. Yeah, it does, but it says it on Ben's, and Forrest is going to go for a run at Ben here down the outside. Give us a good camera angle. It gives us the best camera angle going. Flying down towards the end of sector 2, makes the move stick effortlessly there. Forrester. Ben, I think, is just really kind of seeing the championship now, Kai, isn't he? Just kind of looking at it thinking, you know, I've just got to do my race. He knows that Beer is behind Keogh. And Beer has got a hell of a run on Keogh, speaking of that. And Beer has overtaken Keogh, Kai.
Wow.
Wow. Keogh seems a bit off this race, doesn't he? He's been, I mean, like I documented in Q1 and Q2, he's won 4 races in the 7 that he's competed in. But this race, he's just not been with it.
He seemed to be off the pace a bit in the quali as well, didn't he?
He was down in 4th. He just couldn't quite, well, 5th in the end, obviously, with your car. Getting into 2nd place, of course. But he doesn't seem with it, it seems. Why is it? Unless Beer's got a bit of front wing damage or we got a glitch here. I don't know why that keeps saying it's a pit. I don't know why I'm trying to reason with it. I don't know why I'm doing this. But yeah, it's a glitch, mate. Grim's only just come into the pits and it's telling him to do it. So, right, we'll go back on board with Grim, who is now all over the back of Ben. I tell you what, Forrester, Grim's had the best race of his esports career here. Up in 4th position, but then with 2 cars who haven't pitted yet. He's on course for a fantastic podium if he's lucky. So he gets DRS, lines at the move nicely, and gets the job done with minimal fuss. Ben, it's right for Ben not to really fight with these guys. You know, he's not battling with Grim in this race in terms of, well, he may be, you know, with tyre strategy if he pulls it off, and Ben went a little bit wide there. But yeah, he's not battling with him, is he? In terms of, you know, the race, Grim's almost a pit stop. Well, he is now a pit stop ahead of him, unless Ben drops it to a 2-stopper, which could happen, I guess.
Yep. Well, I was thinking about the 1-stop at the start.
You reckon he could pull a 1 off? Wow.
It would have been close.
Do you know what though, mate? Saying that, Ben's nearly on lap. We're nearly on. We're coming up to nearly, well, about a third of the way through the race now, and Ben hasn't pitted. He's on the super soft tyre. Sorry. It could happen. If he does a 1-stopper, it's putting himself right in there. It just means you're going to have to sacrifice pace for absolute threading the needle of pass, kind of, you know, just driving kind of really patiently, and then, you know, and moving on from there, really. But here comes Beer.
Yeah.
5th position now, chasing down Ben. An interesting one here, these two. Championship rivals not quite on the same straight yet. Go on, mate.
I think Ben might be going for the 1-stop, actually.
It seems that he's looking at it, doesn't
as we was in the party, he asked me what lap I was going to think about the 1-stop, and I said around lap 19, 20.
It all depends on the weather later on in the race, doesn't it? Whether it does get dark, well, obviously it'll get darker, but, you know, whether the track cools down or whether it heats up. It's set to heat up, by the way, which may cause a bit of an issue later on in the race for the tyre deck, but
right.
In terms of that, it could happen as we're on board now with Soljian in 7th position. Go to Wayne now, who is simply, I think he's around about a corner or 2 behind. We have Swizz. These two, Swizz and Wayne, have been battling all race. It's been a pretty lively battle. Shag is in 10th. Having his own little battle by himself here, mate, just kind of keeping it going. And Junior Mellish, who is in 11th position, keeps going. Of course, he could get his first esports points, depending on retirements. But we'll have a little crack here. And here is Penguin in a race of his own, Kai.
He's flew off after the first couple of laps, hasn't he?
He has, mate. We've got Grim has pulled ahead of Forrester as well. Forrester runs a bit wide. Grim is into 2nd place again, and he's a pit stop ahead of Forrester. This is huge news for Grim. If he pulls away from Forrester now, he'll need to put about 20 on him. If Forrester's going for the 1-stop himself, which would make sense for Forrester having started on the softer tyre, or the soft tyre, should I say? But yes, we'll have a look. We're going to be away from the comments a few minutes, guys. I'm just going to have myself a little sit down back here, a bit further back, as we watch as this race unfolds. We'll get on board with Ben, who is, of course, the championship leader. Needs himself to absolutely guarantee the championship. He needs to get 5th position, and then Beer could go and win it by 10 laps if he wanted to. He wouldn't be able to do anything. But 4th and 5th on the track. Can I just say, Keo has been dropped by Beer here. Poor Keo's struggling greatly, it seems. As the cars are very nicely spread out, we will follow around the race leader for a little bit. We'll give him a bit of coverage. Right, so we'll go to Penguin for a little bit. Let's kind of have a lap on the broadcast cam, see what it gives me. Driving very nicely around Sector 2. Or Sector 3. Well, it could be Sector 2 if you wanted to, if the track had like 2 sectors, but it's Sector 3, forgive me, guys. Sometimes I lose my bearings with this track. Right, so Penguin coming around now, just looking at the building, lighting up, that's pretty cool. I wonder if it will actually go pitch black here. The lights are already on, which is pretty cool. So we move forward now. And we'll have a look at Grimm, who has already left Forrester in the dust, by the way. He's almost a whole corner ahead of him now, but just over 2 seconds ahead. Ben really needs to think about pitting, which he does. Into the pits comes Ben, of course. The last time Ben pitted in Brazil, he exploded through a wall, so hopefully that doesn't happen again. So, right, here we go. That was Ben's last official pit stop. I don't know, he stayed out so long. He's probably shit scared of going into the pits. Right, so Ben comes in then. Let's see where he feeds back out on track. He's already down in 6th. He's going to feed out in 7th, I believe, here. Just in front of teammate Wayne. He has. He's done it very nicely there, Kai. Up in 7th place, mate. He's done it.
Coming around the first corner as he comes out.
You do. It's around about but he's come out in absolute clean air, isn't he? Works out for him perfectly. Jan's having a quiet race as well. 6th position for Jan. We've got who else have we got here? We have then Keo and Beer. Beer now, of course, has the he's got the points advantage over Ben. He'll only gain 6 points on him though, which will still leave a 10-point gap, and with no more races to go, we will of course be crowning our first esports racing Saturday champion. Oh god, that moment where you have hiccups. Have to meet your bloody mic, Christ. Right then, let's have a look. Penguin has left everybody, hasn't he? Jeez Louise. So here comes Grimm then. We're going to follow him. We're going to go on board with Grimm for a little bit. Coming to the lead, Grimm, back in Malaysia. Has pretty much had no luck, really, to be fair. He's had incidents almost every race. I don't think any of them have actually been his fault there, Kai, to be fair, either. He's just been on the wrong end. He's almost had the Shag syndrome, hasn't he, where he's just been on the wrong end of absolute shit happening to him. But this is the race as Shag had in, I believe it was Mexico. He's had the run of it, and he actually got a podium, of course, Shag. So hopefully Grimm can follow suit if his strategy permits. Moving down the field. Forrester's pitted, by the way, mate.
Yeah. Oh, that's close.
He's come up right behind Ben. Ben's jumped him. Ben's jumped Forrester. And I believe that, I think they're both on the no, I think Ben's on the soft, isn't he? And Forrester's on the supers. So Forrester will be going for a 2-stop at least here, guys. So there we go then. We've got our battle then. We've got a battle on track. Here we go. Here comes Forrester on Ben. Just effortlessly cruises past. DRS, of course. Helping out with a lot of overtakes here, folks. Next target for Forrester is Soldier Jan, the Dutch destroyer. And here we go then. Keo and Beer is actually in 3rd position now, by the way. Now, interestingly enough, let me just work this out in points wise. Nah, see, Beer has to get 1st position from here to be able to win, and then obviously Ben will move up anyway, won't he? So it's not impossible, but I'd say it's impossible, but not improbable. You know what I mean, for the positions that we're in right now. Yeah. Mellish is nearly 2 laps down on the race leader. Shag, as we said, he just simply had his own race, so that's pretty good. I'll be back in 1 minute, mate.
Yeah, no problem. Forrester's trying to make a move on Jan, who goes around the outside, but it just doesn't stick. Comes onto the DRS straight into the slipstream. Pulls to the inside, and an easy pass, normal. Oh, that was close. That was really close.
I'm back. Just had to open the back door for the missus. Right, so we've got Wayne Hammett in 8th place. Going back through. Anything else happened there? Oh! Forrester
just took
has...
Jan.
Yeah, he's got Jan. I was about to say, mate, I was on board with Ben at the time. So let's have a look here. Will Jan ever go back? He's not racing these guys, but, well, I love... Do you know that expression? I love that, right, by the way. When you say he's not racing these guys, he's obviously racing these guys because he's on track with them, isn't he? So, you know what I mean? We'll scrap that last one. Oh, what's happened?
Jag retired.
Oh, what's happened? Crash?
It is... Nothing on race director.
Let's just genuinely retire into the pits, potentially. See if we can catch somebody on Sector 1. I'll be able to reveal all. There's a yellow flag. Trying to work out, because it'll park his car on the side of the track, won't it? Well, that would be it. Another yellow flag. I don't know, mate. I can't see his car.
Must have went into the pits.
He must have done, mate. Yeah, I was about to say there was a load of yellow flags all across Sector 1. You know what I mean? So I'm assuming he's gone to the pits. Forrester then 5th. So, by the way, this now means if Mellish doesn't blow up by the time he gets round, and he's got past him, it was the pit. Shag retired in Kai.
Okie doke.
So, yeah, because Mellish went past the pit lane and just moved up to 10th. So, yeah. Mellish has got his first point. Unless he drives backwards and gets disqualified. So, yeah. Battle between Swizz and Wayne hotting up. Unless there's anything else going on. This is what I'm going to focus on for the moment. Swizz versus Hammer. Swizz, fucking lisp. Swizz with a much better drive there. Comes through on the outside. Wayne, oh, he's not getting much room there. But of course you can go down the right hand side if needs be, as long as you keep 2 wheels on the curb. Swizz versus Wayne. The battle for 8th position could potentially become higher, depending what happens. Swizz in 9th, of course, and I'm just trying to topple Wayne. I'll look at Jan really quickly. See if there's anything else going on. There isn't, so we'll go back on board with that now. Right on board with Swizzle's car. Wonder what happened to Shag anyway. Just kind of give up on it because it was just a shambles for him, I guess. Right, let's have another little sit down here. We'll have a look, see if we've got any comments. Alright. Venom's actually put Jan to blow Forrester up here, I'm calling it. Just looking through the comments. Right, so Swizz is going for this now. He's going to have DRS. This is going to be his best chance. Mellish pits in the background as I can see the red pit emblem on the right hand side, bottom right of the screen. Not looking at that right now. Swizz goes side to side with when we're going to broadcast cam really quickly. Does he pull off the move? He does very nicely. Will he overrun it? We'll go back on board with him now. And they both have a really good exit, but that means Wayne's going to get the exact opposite, well, kind of almost the flip, switchback result. Wayne runs amazingly wide there. Kind of getting the most out of it. Wayne goes up the inside, dare and move. Has to back out. Does he back out? Hits the curb. Oh, unlucky Wayne. Swizz wins the first battle of attrition. Swizz up into 8th position. And we've now got Jan and Ben having a little bit of a ding-dong here in the background. So here we go.
Expect Venoms to put a comment up in your thing soon.
Yeah. Oh, just imagine, Kai, if this happened. If Jan stuck one at the inside of Ben.
Oh.
I nominate you to do the podium speeches. I would have nothing to do with that shit. I'd be signing off. And Wayne is still over the back of Swizz. These two are just inseparable at the moment. They have this. These two always seem to get locked in with one person, don't they? Every single race, pretty much. They kind of have that sort of kind of intertwining sort of race. It's pretty cool to see. Swizz then just ahead of Wayne, of course. We are half distance nearly. Another couple of laps till we reach half distance. Well, next lap basically. I think the Penguin is actually on half race distance, I think. We'll have a look. Nope, not quite. Halfway around lap 28 will be half race distance. Have you noticed the clouds are still there? There's still always a chance.
Oh, Wayne goes up the inside.
Oh god, I've just missed it. Damn it, no. Has he done him? He's done it as well. Oh, bloody hell, closed the door. Yeah. But then DRS now will be... It was. Really, really... I actually caught most of it. I was quite happy that it kind of went straight across to his car, but Swizz is going to be going back the other way. Got on board with Wayne.
Too far back.
It's too far back, yeah, but Swizzle, use your brain here, mate. Just watch out for the move. Swizz is actually a really, really good driver in terms of etiquette, isn't he? But he's also very, very good in terms of kind of spacing. More than anything, he'll plan his moves rather than just stick one at the inside at any given point. So, here we go. Oh, goodness me, don't prove me wrong. So Wayne goes up the inside here. 8th position, Swizz all over him, he goes down the inside. It's an improbable move, he can pull this off. Wayne's ran wide. Swizzle. Oh, he rode that. That was 2 wheels over. He's done him. Wow. That guy is, I believe, how you do it. Jesus. What a battle this is. Battle for 8th position. We should really be giving the guys up front a bit of love, but we can't. Because of this battle. Penguin might as well go give a little flick through before the battle and rages again. Beer is in 3rd position. Oh, speaking of battles, Forrester at the inside of Keo. Takes him for 4th position on the DRS straight. Here we go then. Now, we'll go on board with Beer. Look back. Down the DRS straight.
Wayne might have a go at Swizz here at the start of the... Oh no, just backs out.
Where are we looking, mate? Sorry, we're going back to the 8th position battle, are we? Sorry, mate, I was just having a chat with the missus on mute. Wayne is there, yep. Ooh, these two are really giving it large, aren't they? Look at this, putting on a show in the last race of the season. Battle here for 8th position and raging. Battle for 3rd and raging. I don't know if you want to watch here, Kai. What would you do? Help me, man. I don't know what to do. We'll focus on Beer and Forrester, but if you want to have a look at the other one, mate, I'd be blooming grateful if you can. Forrester all over the back of Beer. Thank you, buddy. Here we go then, battle for 3rd position. Forrester on the outside of DRS on Beer. Great move. Great move again.
Right. Swizz and Wayne come.
Swizz and Wayne, I'm on it.
Wayne has DRS again.
Cheers, mate. Keep me notified there. Wayne's going to go for this. Is he going to go for it? No, be smart, mate. Come on, yeah. See, these are the two of the smartest drivers in this league, but Wayne always seems to have a great battle with somebody at some point of the race.
Yeah. Wayne went deep. Didn't get a good exit.
No, he hit the curb, didn't he? I think he rolled the final sausage curb. I'm going to start calling. I'm going to start calling. I'm going to call them the walls curbs. And Swizz does the same thing now. He's put Wayne right back into the battle. I'm going to start calling them the walls curbs. Remember that walls sausages advert? I'm going to start calling them walls curbs. Lovely jubbly. Great taste of pork sausages. So guys, we've had wombles and now we've had sausages. This is what you get when you tune into a Pause esports racing stream. Here we go then. Battle for 8th here, still going. Do you know what, mate? No one's pitted for a while actually, have they? It seems like the whole thing's kind of spread out a little bit now in terms of that. Ben just having his own race at the moment. Jan in 6th. Swizz, I think... Oh, speaking of pairs, that makes sense, doesn't it? Keogh's just come in. So Swizzle in 7th place. Wayne gets a good exit here there. Okay, and we're going to have a 3-car battle in a minute because Keogh's come out just behind these guys. So that should be interesting. Here we go then. On board with Swizz. And then we go on board with Wayne, why not? Towards the end of the DRS strip, Wayne, if he gets a good exit here, he's not going to go for it. Just pull yourself back in, get yourself a good line out. Oh, they both did really, really well there, actually. Here we go. Battle for 7th.
Oh, just too far back.
Just too far back, but it's brought Keogh in because they're still battling, aren't they? You know what I mean? Oh, Penguin running dangerously wide there, just flicking over to his car. And Grim is 13 seconds behind Penguin and 19 seconds ahead of Forrester. So there is only one battle on the track. So we'll keep on to it. Swizz and Wayne getting all the TV time here. Oh, Swizz. A bit wide there, we'll go into broadcast cam, give me a good camera. Wayne's and Keogh all over the back of each other. Go on board with Keogh. Battle here, half distance. Oh, here we go. Keogh's going for it. No, he thought better of it. Wayne now goes for it over Swizz. Swizz runs a bit wide. I believe we've got another pitter. It is Jan. He comes and joins the fray. He'll be there in a few laps. If these guys keep battling like this, Keogh needs to clear these two very quickly. In terms of his battle for getting Forrester in the championship as well, remember. So we have then here lap 30. Final Grand Prix of Esports Saturday. I would do a rundown of positions, but I think by the time I manage to get to 6th position, it may have all changed by then, so I'm not going to waste my breath. I'll simply say it's Penguin, Grim, and Grim having the best race of his career, in terms of one that I've seen anyway, personally. And here we go, DRS from Keogh. He's going to have to go for it, isn't he? Good move.
When he gets hit.
Good move. Really good move there by Keogh. I tell you what, mate, these guys are putting on a show here. Not one bad thing other than Jan just tapping the back of Swizz's car. We'll have a look here. Swizz and they're just holding the line astern at the moment. Keogh keeping the car nicely placed. Just threads it a bit better than Swizz, doesn't he? You can just tell. Keogh is itching to get past these guys.
Yep. Wayne will open, Keogh can hold Swizz up when he gets past sooner or later.
About to say, Kai, the best place for Keogh to kind of get past Swizz in Wayne's perspective is at the end of the DRS straight with like a late move or a side-by-side move just when he's just in front of him around the corner. You know what I mean? That'll be the best time for him to kind of get through it. And wow!
And he goes around the outside. Wow.
Candidate for move of the year? Jesus! Fuck, man, that was a move. That was kind of good. Caught on stream, guys.
And as we were just talking about, Wayne and Swizz right next to each other again.
Oh, Wayne runs wide.
Oh, Wayne.
Lucky.
Wayne goes into the curb.
So that may have just cost Wayne a bit of time. I reckon it's going to delay by about 1 lap, but you never know. Penguin just having a race, which he did this in Japan as well. He just takes off, doesn't he, and leaves people. Kind of almost depressing to watch, really. Beer is all by himself in 4th position here. Forrester's a few seconds up the road. Ben around about 10 seconds further back. And all of a sudden, okay, it's bloody night time in Abu Dhabi. Hey, get your sleeping bags out. Put your shades away. Why not? Get your t-shirts out your bags. So, Keogh, goodness me, have you seen Keogh compared to the guys now? Jesus.
He's off. Oh, Wayne's got a good line through those corners.
He has, mate. What a great line by him there. There's a bit of front wing stuck on that little patch there, on the inside of the second to last corner. Oh, it might just be a kind of game design. And here we go. Here comes Wayne Hammer. He's going for a run at Swizz into the first corner. He's going to... Oh, no, he did back out. It's going to cost him about a second there. Remember, though, mate, Jan's not a million miles away from this battle either. He might get sucked into it. He's about 4 or 5 seconds off these guys. Oh, Wayne. Oh, dear. I think this is the moment where Wayne can now kind of almost sit back and plan the next attack, can't he? But then another one you've got to think of is Keogh hauling Ben in. So that's pretty interesting. Such an absolutely spread out field here. I'm happy for Swizz and Wayne in a way, because these guys are giving us a bit more entertainment. Otherwise, we just have to probably talk about the Champions League final tonight, mate. Hashtag no copyright. That is what I'll be watching, by the way. BT Sports live in colour, I think. Unless you're poor and don't have enough money for a colour TV, but then just listen to the radio, wouldn't you? Wombles and radios. Right, so we have then Swizz in 7th. Wayne seems to have dropped off the pace a little bit here. What do you reckon about the race so far then, Kai, mate? Doing alright so far? Kind of, who would you say driver of the day would go to up until this point?
If Ben can finish in the top 3 and do a one-stop, he would have to be into contention.
It'd put him almost instantly there, wouldn't it, really? Even though I'm loving the battle in and Keogh's move was incredible, I'll say my driver of the day, mate, is Grim, who we're on board with right now.
Yeah.
He's just driven a faultless race, mate. He's obviously Penguin. Penguin's obviously going to be there, isn't he? But Grim, compared to how much he's kind of higher up the kind of track order, which we're looking at, how far up the kind of grid he is at the moment, compared to where he has been racing, Grim is the guy to give. I reckon it'll be him, but it's very short. It's a very, very short, kind of very short shortlist, so to speak. We've got here Swizz and Wayne still sort of within reach. Jan round about 2 or 3 seconds off Wayne, man. He's starting to catch him. This will be an interesting one. Jan, of course, has been in the wars this season, it seems, since in the last few races anyway. A few penalties, but hopefully undergoing this race, foreseeing this, there won't be any more penalties to dish out on Saturdays, of course. If, of course, anybody who's watching, please make sure you click on the follow button on this, and also, more importantly, head over to YouTube and subscribe to Esports Racing League. That's where you'll see the best racing, and that is where you'll catch me and Kai as well, racing on Tuesdays. And if you want to catch up on the rest of the season, also make sure you subscribe and watch, as we'll get a playlist sorted for you. Beer is in 4th, and Ben's catching him here, Kai, rather quickly. He's catching him quite quick.
What was that, sorry?
Oh, just saying, Ben's catching Beer quite quickly. Imagine that battle. Are these two going to have a battle? Come on, imagine.
It would be good, wouldn't it?
Bloody imagine, mate. Championship battle. Oh, that would be fitting to do that. Going to ride on board with Ben, because we can... I at least said with the Ben. That would be interesting. I said with the beer as well last week. So, I was mid-sentence through talking about Keogh. I changed my sentence and called him the beer, which got a bit of a comment reaction, so to speak. So here we go then. Lap 34 out of 55 of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. I will now do a quick run down our positions. We've got Penguin out in front. We've got then Grim, who is a small matter of 17, nearly 18 seconds behind him in second. Nearly a pit stop difference. Forrester a further 21 seconds behind Grim in third. We've got Beer 6 further back from Forrester, 44 seconds off the leader in fourth. Ben simply a second behind Beer in fifth. Keogh 6th, who has been left by these two, by the way. Swizz 7th, who seems to have finally got past Wayne, left him 8th. Jan catching Wayne in 9th. And Mellish will be scoring, barring disqualification, his first eSports Racing points. Grim pits, by the way. Kai, Grim's in the pits.
Yep.
So I will go back.
Be interesting to see where Ben is where he comes out.
Well, Beer's lagging a bit here.
Ben's just caught the back of Beer, yeah.
Beer's
Still
lagging.
out.
Really don't have to make the call, Kai.
Can't blame me this time either.
Nope. I don't imagine if I had to make the call, man. Ben, whoa, 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 whoa! This is too much. Whoa!
Where the fuck's he just gone?
He's in the pits. Is Ben alright?
Ah, yeah, didn't know it.
No damage. Bloody hell. Bit on tenterhooks, aren't we? If this was earlier in the season, Kai, you know what I mean?
Alright.
The call would be made, but he's come right back out. Right by Wayne Hammer. Oh. Just got out in front of him. Hopefully the lag subsides now. Here we go then. Wayne does have DRS on him. And down now, but Wayne's got to think of Jan as well, hasn't he? And Swizz is going to be involved in this very, very soon as well. And Keo has really caught Ben up based on what's just been happening with Beer, and it's kind of just gone laggy all over here, I think, Kai. The arrows keep disappearing, and Keel's run incredibly wide there. Really, really kind of aggressive approach, trying to find any way to kind of get an advantage over Ben. Not quite doing it so far, though. Interesting to see. But Venoms is just inviting me to play Friday the 13th again. God. No comment.
Oh, my Forrester in the pits.
Forrester in the pits.
Ben
Ben
goes
and Keel
past
will
into
overtake him. Yep.
Yep.
Keel's all over him. Will Forrester
Keel
come
will
out?
have to pit again.
Oh, he's going to be right out in the middle
Could
of this.
do. Oh, Bench gone down the game, going through turn 2.
Has he?
Not normal. Yeah.
Ben holds the inside line. Keo is all over him here.
Yep, Forrester's just coming out of the pits now. Soft tyres.
And he's ahead of Swizz. That's a key moment. Key moment in the race. Beer's undercut.
Yep,
Didn't
Keo
work
goes
out
up the
for him.
inside.
Oh, has he got him, is it? It's kind of to be expected, really, wasn't it? Here we go. Nice, easy move there from Keel. Ben's going to hang it. Gives himself a good little turn out there. He's going to do it. But Keo just too... The power's too significant over the power of Ben, isn't it? I think in terms of that. Penguin is in his own race. Once again, just to prove the point. He's just gone. As it's now nearly pitch black in Abu Dhabi. Yas Mariner, of course. So, Beer's got past Swizz, by the way, just to point out as well there. Okay. We've got Jan, and Jan's got Wayne. Interesting. So we move on then. See if Jan can catch Swizz. I guess Jan's the guy on the move at the moment, as is Beer. As we're bringing in the champion, of course, to have a special little chat after the race. So that's one thing we will do. See, even Ben's lagging a bit. Is it me that's lagging? It must be me, surely to God.
So Beer lag. I was just on board with Ben then, and I didn't see him lag.
He sort of pulled his car back a little bit, and like almost like an elasticy sort of motion. So here comes Jan then attacking Swizz. This is the next battle. These two meet again after their misdemeanor early on in the race. I'll simply say while we're even here, I know it's not usual that we talk about this, but no action will be given even if it is reported. So that'll just be simply a way. You don't have to get involved in the steering, okay, either. I'll deal with this, mate, you know what I mean? I've been here pretty much since the start, unless you catch any clips and just ping them my way. Jan, straight on the inside of Swizz. Beautiful camera. Oh my God, that's dark. Jesus. Once again, a restart is in order because the lights have failed, as I did in Q2. Right, Jan up to 7th, but Swizz will get DRS here. Flying down towards the end of the Sector 2, Swizz not going to get enough momentum released to get the move done. Will Jan be able to keep the curbs nice and clean? He does. Jan up to 7th, chasing down Forrester and Beer. Interesting, all the guys are also on the softer tyre at the moment, or softer tyre. So we've got Grim all on his lonesome in 2nd. Keogh, I think, is actually catching him a little bit here, Kai. He's in 3rd position, Keogh, now. So he's somehow, after the start he had, found his way to the podium. Ben is 4th, literally all by himself. And we've got Forrester in 5th, with Beer chasing him. Jan in 7th. Swizz, who has been left by Jan, in 8th. Ironically, we might have another Wayne and Swizz battle there, Guy.
That would be good, wouldn't it?
And do you know what? I think we may have the biggest distance between first and last in the history of esports as well. Junior Mellish is currently 4 minutes and 7 seconds off the pace. So, yeah.
Wow.
I get the feeling we might have to invite someone else in to kind of give a bit of a boost and a bit of an uplift, you know what I mean? You know what I'm getting at with that. Right, so we'll move on then to Grip. No shots fired there at all. 33.8 seconds between the top two, and a further 14 back to Keogh. And there's a 4-second gap now between Ben and Keogh. We've also got Forrester with Beer, around about 2.5 seconds behind him. 5th and 6th with Jan, 7th. I would not like to leave the lobby. That would be kind of harsh, wouldn't it? If you guys saw me leave the lobby on live stream, that would be quite interesting. That'd be a nice race ban when I join the league next season. Swizz is in 8th with Wayne Hammer simply just over, a second behind in 9th with Junior Mellish. Has lost another 3 seconds in that sector as well. Penguin is just gone, Kai, isn't he? I mean, the guy's pretty good, but I mean, this is next level.
This is next level shit.
And by the way, the comments are filled up with one word, Guy. I know that, yeah, it's Dragon. Sue me. Everyone's putting Dragon in the comments. Oh, bless him.
All Dragon.
That shouldn't make me laugh, but it does. Right, we've got a battle there again, once again. Oh, what I would say, wow, Swizz and Wayne both pitted for the soft tyre, or super soft tyre, in one go. So I think they're going to try and go to the end on this now, mate. Look at Wayne. So these two are going to be going. Will they be getting the undercut on Jan, is the question. Well, Jan's catching Beer. I wouldn't say Beer's safe for 6th yet. Oh. We will have a look. Keogh 45.6, Grim 33.1. Goodness me, Grim's just having a great race, isn't he? He's having a brilliant away.
Hold on a minute.
31 point. Ah, Penguin's pitted. What's up, mate?
It's just.
What's going on? Oh, Ben's pitted, by the way.
The game was going a bit weird.
Why? What's happened?
So Penguin was 9th going out of the pits.
Has been lying to us this whole time. Is our existence futile? Mellish has been held up in the pits by the Haas of Ben, and then leaves a Swizz. Do you know what? Let's have a look at Swizz. You know what I'm referring to. Nope, not yet. And Ben comes out of the pits in 7th. Oh, what's Mellish doing? What is he doing? Well, that's a conventional way to let someone through, I'll tell you that. Alright. to go onto Wayne's car to see if there's any damage. No damage at all there. He just kind of stopped at the exit of the pits. Words cannot describe, Kai, what I've just seen. It must be said. Jan in 6th position. Nice little motor round, it seems. Beer in 5th. Forrest has just left Beer now. And then we've got Grim. And so Grim is racing it. He's going to go for it now. I thought he was going to pit there, mate, but nope. He wants a nice, easy strategy, so to speak. He's doing it the right way, I think, here. Penguin is going to the end now on these tyres. He's absolutely away. Let's have a little look. Wayne and Swizz. It's been a pretty almost dull standard affair the second half of this race, Kai, isn't it? Other than a couple of the odd battles. But yeah,
it has.
The guys have just really spaced out, haven't they? Still kind of good to watch because we don't really know what's going to happen next. But I was hoping for a bit more explosion, to be fair, like, you know what I mean? Speaking of explosion, here's Jan. So Ben 7th, Jan 6th. Just kind of all settling down now. I think what we'll do, we'll have a lap with each driver. I think that'll be a nice way to get around it, and then we'll keep focus on if you see any battles, mate, just ping up. So let's have a look how Penguin deals with Sector 3. As, you know, comes around towards the second to last corner. Rides that curve perfectly. And here we are, nice little roll there. And he comes into 1st position. Comes through the last corner. Moving over lap, so lap 42, we're going to focus on a full lap with Penguin now. As he runs into the 1st corner, that's good stuff. Takes the 2nd corner with a great apex on their 3rd corner. Does the same thing well, turn 4 now. Almost like the left, right, left sort of sweep. Very Austin, Texas, like as we said earlier in the stream, guys. Coming through the chicane of 5 and 6. Very, very nice. Turn 7 now, the hairpin corner. As he's just not really put a foot wrong. A little bit wide for the hairpin, but you know, when you're 30 odd seconds at the head up the road, 20 odd, but you still have to make a pit stop, you don't really have any issues, do you? You're doing alright. But here we go then, Penguin down the DRS straight, mate. He doesn't now, weirdly, his setup hasn't topped him to a 200 miles an hour here. Now a lot of times, especially at Abu Dhabi, you do usually hit the 210, 220. Penguin's only on 200. So unless he's got something wrong with his engine potentially, he's just having a chill, basically. As he comes at the end of Sector 2. See how he takes the sausage curbs, the wall sausage curbs. Oh, he rode that wall there. He rode that doggy. Don't report me for that. That's not a sexual slur, I promise. Right, we're going to Sector 3. Going round 3 rights, don't make a corner, as has been christened. As he makes the 3rd right into a good corner. It's the double left-hander now. It's almost like a, do you know what, you can get hypnotised by this track, the way you go left and right and swing your back forward and sideways and everything. Here we go, 2nd to last corner now, very tricky corner. Could really ruin your lap in terms of a qualified performance. And across the line now, and it's a good solid lap there by Penguin. We'll go on board with Grim and see how he does it. As I go on board with Grim and he decides to eat a wall sausage curb. I mean, you're not supposed to eat when you're driving, but we'll move on then anyway. Goes through the 3rd to last corner now, and we'll have a little look how Grim takes the corners there, of course. So here we go then, it's the final corner now for Grim, and we'll take you on a lap on board with the Williams, which is going to be, well, as we said, easily Grim's best race to date this. As I think he's going to be going for a super soft switch as well here, Kai, unless he goes for the 1-stop, which I guess is possible, but I wouldn't do it, not at this stage. You come in quite early, did our Grim. Don't really want to do 40 laps on softs, unless you can, obviously. Towards the hairpin now. Beautifully taken. Very, very wide. Could have probably, well, you know, as I was saying, if we're basing this on qualifying, obviously it's not, but if it was, you'd be looking to kind of hit that apex, wouldn't you really? You'd be looking to kind of hit the apex perfectly well, so you'd be able to kind of get a much more optimal exit to the corner. We are now going towards, once again, the end of the DRS straight, turn 8 and 9, all almost intertwining with each other here, basically going very nicely in. Is he going to ride the curb here? No, he doesn't. He just brushes the curb, which is how you want to do it. Grim's having a perfect lap here. Really good for showing us how to do it, I guess. As he shoots down now towards the end of Sector 2. This could possibly be one of Grim's best laps if he gets this right. And he rides the wall sausage curb very nicely. And over the next one, the left, right, left. Following to 2 left-handers and then the 3 rights don't make a turn coming up now. Let's see how he takes these. Obviously flat around the first 2 parts. Hard on the brakes then, just before the DHL sign sort of finishes. You want to be kind of jammed on by then. Comes around now towards just past the Etihad, underneath the Etihad bridge, which is funny because obviously Etihad is from Abu Dhabi, so obviously they're going to be sponsoring them fucking selves, aren't they? So here comes Grim there.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't second that. By the way, Ben has overtaken Beer. And all that talking. So Ben is now 5th, Beer is 6th. And let's have a look at Beer. That's significant. I think that's kind of a... Do you know what they call it in NBA terms? They call that the dagger. That move right there. I missed the move. Yeah, it's the dagger, mate. The one that ends the game. Puts a sword in it. If Mellish is in the 5 minutes behind. Yeah, he is. Good effort here by Mellish. We've got Penguin leading.
NBA.
I am using basketball terms in F1 race.
Ah, right. I thought that you was on the ice hockey.
Oh, what's
one.
this?
Oh. No.
Beer.
No.
It's Beer.
It is
Beer gone.
just a retirement.
Hang on, mate. You're right. One to definitely review after the race, of course. We will have a look now.
Oh, I want to say that.
Probably best. I know what you mean. I was hoping to have a lovely quiet afternoon after this. Oh god. Well, that there I think sums it up, doesn't it really, Kite? That is championship over. Oh boy, not good. Amazingly, Beer's still currently ahead of Mellish because he's so far behind he hasn't actually overtaken him yet. But yeah, something to have a look at after the race at least. I may need your help have a look at it, mate, you know, depends, but I'll look at it tomorrow, one of the two. Oof. Disappointed. Kind of disappointing end to Beer's season, isn't it really, Kai? But moving on, we'll have to obviously keep our track done, and I've just paused the game. Whoops, that would be quite interesting if I leave the lobby. That would also be really fun. Here comes Forrest then, lap 45. How's Ben behind him now? Let's have a little look.
Ladbrokes came up. I just love that phrase.
I'll tell you what, man. There's 1 hour. Is it what time's the kick-off today? It's 7:30, isn't it? As we watch Forrester battling with Ben here.
It's 7:45, I believe.
Bloody hell, BT Sports are giving it the blooming stuff, aren't they? It's on 1 hour and 3/4 before the bloody match. Even the FA Cup don't do that. Remember, it used to come on like 12 o'clock, the FA Cup, and didn't get played till 6. BBC overselling. So we have here then...
know as well, Oz.
Oh, God.
On Paddy Power, if you're new, sign up. It's 40-1 for Juve to win.
What?
The new customers, but you can only do £1. Which is only £1, and I get 40 back if you win it. So I'm not complaining.
If you've got a link of it, mate, send us a link on Facebook some after the race, mate. I'll be definitely something to have a look at that. Fancy having a bit of that. Mellish has finally overtaken Beer to move into 9th place. By the way, Mellish now, Kai, is 4 minutes 52.3 seconds. I even had to add the 0.3 in there to kind of get there. And, well, all I'm saying here is Ben has, in controversial circumstances it seems, won the championship, mate, it seems, doesn't it? Wow.
It does.
We've got a champion. Now doesn't need to finish. It is over. And I think it's going to sting Beer the most. If Keogh stays where he is, Keogh is going to be second in the championship as well. But I think we will need to investigate what we've been told. So obviously we can't repeat it on live stream, but we will investigate and see what's gone on. And, you know, we'll have a look, see if anything needs to happen. Right, okay. Let's have a quick butchers here. Forrester is in 5th position. He seems to just let Ben go. That's a bit dubious, isn't it? Why? Really?
Yeah, well, let me see if it's...
I won't be doing any decisions straight away, mate, about this either, so if anyone asks, I'm going to be coming off after the race and then come back on a little bit later this evening as well.
Yeah,
as we're having barbecue in background, which is pretty good. That fresh barbecue smell, you know what I mean? I've kind of got that bristling through the house now. I've got the back door open because the cat's locked away. Oof, gorgeous. Anyway, moving back on topic, we're on board with Swizz here, who's up to 7th position now, by the way. This is Toro Rosso's worst performance, Kai, since this league began as well.
Up over time.
Oh, my arm. Oh, God. Oh, here's my baby as well. You coming to watch the end of the season, have you? Hello? She's smiling at me, Kai. That's what we need, innit? She's the 2000 F1 2037 champion, by the way. I've already made my claim. Hello, baby. We'll go back and look at the race. Oh, you're bloody cold you are today. Right then. You going to talk to your dad? You going to say something for the mic? No, she's not. She's thinking about it. I love how there's racing going on. I'm just there looking at the baby. You know what I mean? Let's get back focused. High professionalism. Hashtag paternity pay. Oh. Right.
Dale comes out the pits.
Dale's come out the pits.
Just, yeah, set of ultra softs.
And I think this is where the splash and dashes are going to come in, aren't they? Very, very handy. Doing quite well so far, Keogh. He's really, really pulled this round. Excellent driving all the way through. Ben's right behind him. Here comes Penguin. Completing lap 49 of 55 of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. And he is there. It's been his race, Kai, hasn't it, mate? It really has been his race, but obviously there's a big talking point that'll be sorted out after the race, of course. Grimm's going for a one-stopper here. If I were Grimm, I'd just probably drop in the pits and just get a set of ultras and splash and dash it, you know what I mean? But you never know, you may not have him. And my baby speaks to me. Oh, wicked, man. One of the guys I played Halo with. That's going to be another thing I do later on. And there will be some Warriors Orochi coming later. So, Kai, under a little bit of controversial circumstances, the championship is over, mate. We've crowned Ben as a champion. It was looking likely. But, you know, I was hoping for a peaceful evening, to be fair.
And we're not getting it. Oh, Forrester goes into the wall. Does he go into the wall?
Puncture. Puncture for Forrester. Bloody hell. So his season goes from bad to worse. Comes with a free crash helmet. That's all I'm saying. Right, we have so Forrester's down to 6th position. Forrester's going to drop behind Swizz and Hammer now. So he's going to go down all the way to 8th position. Let's have a look. So Hammer in 7th position now. Swizz has actually had these two have had a really, really good race. Ironically, still within a couple of seconds. And Jan's got the pair of them now as well, by the way, guys. So he's absolutely gone. There's Ben. Where is Penguin in relation to the other guys back here? Just behind Forrester. Forrester's in AI mode. He's back on now. Ooh, you have to watch out there, Forrester. You can't go doing that, mate. What on earth is Forrester doing? Jesus Christ, poor kid. Right, so we'll have a look back, and he's just left Penguin completely in the dust. But now we've got to watch out here, because Forrester has DRS. Makes a move on the race leader. I don't know why he's done this. Penguin just puts him back in his place. Rides the curb.
Oh, Jesus.
What is Forrester doing
here?
here? I'm about to say bloody hang time. It's like he's playing SSX Tricky, mate. Skate 3 with Ben later on, hashtag. Then we're going now. I don't know what he's doing here, mate. He's not going to get away. Penguin is just too good. Baby, she's watching this, mate. I think she's bloody yawning at this at the moment. You guys need to do more stuff. Come on. Right, then Grim is on the soft still. They're still going for it here. Oh, a gap here between the guys. Oh man, I love that angle. Man, I'm holding the left stick, the right stick, sorry, in a diagonal left motion. Look at that view, man. When you go down the DRS strip.
That's exactly what I've just done for like the past half of the lap.
So, mate, I've only just realised it, you know what I mean? How weird is that we've done that?
I'm recording that. I'm just recording that to show you.
Mate, I'm doing it now. I'm just holding. I'm looking. Are you looking at the building as well?
Well, I was on Forrester's car looking back at Penguin, and I've got the right stick.
I'm obviously doing one for my I'm doing one from Light Up Buildings magazine. Apparently, they want me to be their poster boy. Oh, I forgot to wait there. Back in it.
That was weird.
Right, I'm back. Right, let's get going. So, Jan in 5th. Have we got any battles, mate? I don't think we have we? This is a bit of a rundown here.
I think so.
So, basically, Penguin is, unless barring he's got a 75-second penalty, which Shag Proof can potentially do. Grim, Penguin's got the race win. Grim in 2nd position, good 20-something seconds behind. Oh, what's up, mate?
Let's have a look at this.
Uh-oh. I ain't gonna say anything. Jan in 5th position, Ben in 4th. Obviously, Keo 3rd, just kind of trap back through there because I did skip through. Swizz in a fine 6th position here, Kai, with Wayne in 7th. Wayne, as he's self-admitted, not been on the pace at all. around Abu Dhabi. I guess it's one of them. So Penguin, as we do have, in fact what I will do, Penguin nearly spun when I went on him. I nearly commentator cursed him and he went flying into the wall. That would have been interesting. Can I just point out as well, though, Kai, that Junior Mellish is about to score his first point while being 3 laps down on the race leader. You know what? If you're going to do it, you're going to do it, aren't you? Here we go then. We'll get on board with our champion unless we have any incidents, Kai. I'll be sticking on board with Ben for the last few laps, as of course he is pretty much by default the champion here. Unfortunately, Beer did retire, so here we go then. Been a great season for him, buddy. Of course, 1 win this season in the carnage and madness Baku, where only 1 of 5 cars finished the race. Ironically, Beer and Ben were first and second that day, mate. Ben first, Beer second. Funnily enough, that's pretty much almost where the championship will be. Keo, by the way, Kai, will jump Beer as well, based on Beer DNFing. Even with Beer getting the point for, the point for what place is he in? He's in 10th technically, so he's going to be DNFing even with that. So I love how Venoms has said, since I have left Manor, they have declined. Well, you have, but your team has been pretty shite since he's left, in fairness. And Dragoon has put on the comments, do we have to... Go on.
What the...
Been a very, very nice end commentary to end this. It's not been... In fact, this has been one of the less exciting races. We've had one of the overtakes of the season from the Keo, him doing that. We've also had a great battle between Swizz and Wayne all the way through. We've seen Grim come to the forefront. I believe Abu Dhabi, I consider it to be his track, and Penguin has just once again come in and dominated.
Yep.
And my baby agrees. Dragoon has put on the comments, do we have to wait for Mellish to finish because his batteries won't last? No, mate, you don't worry about it, it's fine, we're here for you. Alright, bless him. I'll tell you what though, mate, Mellish has finished. He's going to be picking up... Oh, who's that? What's that?
Afkabi has left the session.
Oh dear. Mandatory 10 seconds, as we know. But we'll obviously move on from there. Let's have a little look here. Penguin is first. It's just all formalities now, isn't it, really? Keo, good race in third. He's come back through the field really, really well. Get this race done, then I will have some me and baby time. Right then, so 2 laps to go, mate, of the inaugural Saturday Championship from esports racing, and it's been a hell of a season, mate, hasn't it? It really has been. We've had ups, downs, crazy races. Remember the Austrian Grand Prix we both commentated on?
Oh,
You weren't even born for that, I don't think. You weren't. We've had the full the full wet race in Britain, Baku madness, the Canadian Grand Prix between Venoms and Button. You don't want it to end, baby, do you? No. She smiles at me. And we're here, guys. If he does include his audio, Venoms has come into the party as well, so he'll be having a word with Ben after the race. So if you include your audio, mate, fair play. My baby's currently shouting.
roast him.
Currently shouting for esports not to finish, but unfortunately, baby, there's only 20 corners left. There is. We'll get you out after this. Right then. Oh. Come on then, let's get you out now actually. Come here. Right then. Give you the bottle while I'm here. Feeding the baby while Penguin goes down the DRS straight, heading on towards turn 8 and 9. Here we go. So this is pretty much going to end. You enjoyed the race so far, Venoms? We're in for a bit of backlash after it, mate.
Well, not really, because Ben's won, so, you know. Whole season has been a misery now.
And if you'd have only showed up to race.
Exactly, if I showed up for cheat race, I would have won the championship. So.
Well, you live
I
and
agree
learn, mate.
with your message, Venoms.
Kai's a poor replacement for me, to be fair.
Well, in fairness, our colour commentators from the Manors have both had a bit of a mare of a season in the second half, really, depending which way you put it. Venoms either won or blew up, and Forrester just blows up, and Kai spent more time spinning and getting disqualified, putting the middle finger up to Charlie Whiting. So that was a bit of an issue, distracting Penguin, of course. And then when Charlie tried to pull him over, he called him a knobhead. That's the official report now, guys. There is
It's going to be a harder season next year.
Well, it certainly will, mate. You got me in it. But all I'm saying, guys, Penguin comes across the final corner to the fireworks and wins in Abu Dhabi. Fantastic. Thank you very much, sir. That's perfect, mate. Thank you very much for that, buddy. Oh, timeout. Right, no worries, buddy. Where's Ben? Ben's pitting in, he's in 7th place. I think, oh yeah, Ben's doing his victory celebration here. We've got a lap with him. He already has been, to be fair, mate. Currently blowing off in turn 20 at the moment. But he has got it. There's a nice little chill drive round. Obviously we've got a lot to sort out later on. That'll be me doing that. It won't be straight away as well, by the way, so I'll probably say don't expect anything back till tomorrow from myself, or at least a lot later tonight. Got a lot to review. So Ben, as we were just saying, looking through his season, obviously we had the madness in Monaco, which we of course did scrap. We had the Spanish Grand Prix, which he did pretty well. We also had Canada. And fair Kai, it's been a good save. Would it be amazing if you got disqualified?
I was just about to say that. That would be brilliant.
Just do a bad man reverse across the line.
I agree
I'm about
with
to
your
say-
message you sent me as well, Venoms.
He takes the kind of junior Mellish line round there, the WR button line, around this particular part of the track. And second to last corner. Through maybe controversy, but irrelevant. Ben, Esports Saturday champion. Just like that. So running down the order there, guys. Penguin has won the race by 32 seconds from Grim, both two stopping of course. Keo is in 3rd, Jan in 4th, Swizz in 5th, Wayne in 6th, Forrester 7th, Champion Ben in 8th, Mellish 9th, Beer does get classified for a point in 10th. And then we've got 11th place for Shag, of course, both Toro Rossos not having a very good race. Okay, if you could just bring the top 3 in, mate, and also if you can bring Ben in as well, please. Swizz has messaged me. I'll be reading these later on tonight. I bet you didn't expect to interview Grim, did you guys? Awesome. Let's get everybody in. Grim, I know you're not familiar with this, mate. Get your audio included, buddy. Congratulations, you had a great one.
That's nice.
Indeed. We've got Keo and Penguin. Is Penguin here?
Penguin's had to run off to work.
Alright, so basically we will say, just simply before we start, Abu Dhabi, final race. Bit of controversy. There never isn't in our races. I'm going to take a bit of a deviant. Ben, congratulations, mate. Well done. You're joining me on the top step of the roster. How'd you feel, mate? Yeah, next time do it. Next time do it in Brazil, mate. You know what I mean? But nah, great one, mate. You actually did it. How did your race go for you, kiddo? I'm gonna replace you for the first place guy. We did see you take the WR bottle job line around the outside of the third sector as well. We were talking about if it disqualified you, should we kind of like, kick you? But we're not going to go down that route. But no, mate, do you know what? Your season. We're just talking, man. What I reckon we might as well just end that on one more question from myself, and then obviously we'll interview the other two guys for this race. Because obviously Grim is noshing in the background. You can hear him in the background. So what I'll do then, Ben, in terms of your season, what do you reckon the highlight of it's been? Or highlights, if you want to kind of expand on that.
Just the amazing battles. There's not one I could pick from. Quite a few.
You've been in the thick of it, haven't you? But what I will simply say, mate, is from one chapter to another, congratulations. I'll see you next season. Right. Second place. Never thought I'd be saying this. Grim, you pulled it off, mate. You said you would.
I did.
You said you did. You finally had a bit of good form. You finally had some form, mate. Talk me through it, mate. How do you think it went?
Well, my original plan was to stay on the back end of Penguin for quite a while, but obviously I got in front of him through the chicane at the end at DRS Straight, and then going through it next chicane, he got back past me, and then that was it. As soon as he just left me, absolutely left me, and I thought, oh shit. And then I pitted, and I ended up, I think I was in fourth, and I was like, oh shit, I might have fucked up my strategy here. But I thought, bollocks to it, I'm not going to bottle it, I'm just going to keep on going.
You did, mate.
I did what I said I was going to do.
It was really impressive what you did as well. I mean, in terms of that, not many people have kind of outpaced, I'm going to say it now he's here, Keo, to the extent that you did when he was kind of with you as well. And also, I know that you were battling with the front runners, mate. You know what I mean? These guys are the guys who've been up there all season, and you finally come through. And rather than you doing the interviews, you've been interviewed, mate. So congratulations.
Thanks.
Good
Cheers.
second place. Williams gets a well-deserved podium again. And of course, we go to our third place man now, Keo. Congratulations, mate. Well, you've had a bit of an entertaining race, haven't you?
Yeah,
Talk me through
to say
it.
the least. Well, start was all right. I don't know what happened. Amana was just like stuck on the starting grid, so I just slammed into the back of that, damaged my front wing. I couldn't drive the car, so I had to pit. I thought, I'll give it a try on lap 2, see what happened, but Jan was all over the back of me, so I just had no pace whatsoever. So I had to pit early for the softs, completely change my strategy, just put the laps in, take the time. Yeah, it was just one of those ones. I didn't have the pace here whatsoever. Like, it's one of those tracks that if...
Worrying to see, mate. It was kind of, me and Kai were talking about it, because, like I said, beer is what I would consider to be upper mid-level, and you've obviously taken away and dominated, 4 of the 7 races you entered. But then he left you. Until you went into the pits, your soft
it's because I was
tyres
on the older
ruined
tyres.
you.
Yeah, this track is very, very good if you're on a controller, but obviously I'm on the wheel, so it's really, really difficult for you to get the lines, especially when you're bumping over the curbs and everything. I didn't really have the best setup for it. I wasn't particularly confident in the track. Yeah, he pulled a cracking move around the outside of me. But I just decided, I'm just going to stick behind him. Me and him will catch whoever's in front. Even though I was on the older tyres, I still managed to keep pace with him, so that was something. And then I just jumped onto the super softs, just take it from there. But yeah, third place, man. Like Constructors' Championship points. I think Ferrari and the Constructors' Champions, so...
9.
Fucking
That will be
mammoth.
confirmed later. Manor have had the biggest bottle job in history. Well, ever since WR bottle job, incidentally. Elva Venoms is just sitting there in the background moaning. Well, welcome to the stream, Venoms. I'll hand it over. Kai, do you have any questions, mate? Anything you want to add?
Just like to say, Keo, my lights they didn't go out, which is why I didn't move.
Yeah,
Then,
we thought that was
therefore,
probably
the
what
DSQ.
happened. Yeah, no, that's fine, man. We thought that was probably what happened after everything had kicked off. We were like, probably thought it was the light glitch, but yeah, that's fine. This Codemasters, it's not your fault.
Now, before we do shut down, I will once again say, Ben, congratulations for the kind of co-op championship win, which is going to be hopefully coming up later as well. Co-op championship, you won the Saturday championship. Let's see if you
Blowing
can
Ben up.
catch up in co-op. Venom's already said he's doing a bad thing, so we'll be watching. Yeah, he's going to race 2 races and then go. I'm off to F1 2016 again. You know what I
I
mean?
did the first one.
But,
I did the first race. I blocked and I'm not doing it.
That's what we were saying. Hashtag project. Alright, in terms of this though,
Fucking shit game.
overtake of the day, number 1. I'm going to give it to Keo around the outside of Swizz. That was just ridiculous. How you pulled that off. We were talking about you getting a good rhythm through the chicane. Next thing, going around the first part of the lap and getting a running down the DRS. 7 corners before it, you did it, and we were like, alright, just do that then.
To be fair though, Swizz did let me through on that one, so I'd say that was kind of a tainted overtake.
Driver of the day, other than obviously Penguin for just taking off, I will actually turn around and give my vote to Grim, because he just had a really good solid race, and that's not just because he's here, but because you did, mate. You just
Much
had a perfect
appreciated.
race. You did. It was great. It was just brilliant what you did. So basically, guys, in party we've got the top 3 drivers. Well, 2 of the top 3, and of course the champ. So that is Ben. We've got here Grim and Keo. I nearly forgot who you all were then. That would have been quite embarrassing. Moving on. We've got Venoms, of course, hopping in for the podiums. We've also got Kai here, a disqualified co-commentator. By the way, just as a matter of, we've actually sussed out what happened to Kai. He was on the start line putting the middle finger up, and he had a message over the radio that he's been disqualified. So that's exactly what happened. He was putting the finger up to Penguin and distracted him. But you can watch that and you'll see for yourself. I've been positively glad. This is the last time you'll see us for a couple of weeks. Last time you'll see me on commentary, of course, for a little while, as I'm going to be racing next season. So we'll sign out and say thank you very much for watching. Take care. All the best. Much love, and we'll see you very, very soon.